rebellions work, don't you know? Rebel girl, rebel girl, rebel girl, they know you, it's gonna be your time.
Rebel Girl F-105. That's Din singing that one, F-105. He probably already has his tickets for Rise of Skywalker because that's the way he rolls right there. I'm James Rosile. Joining me on the other end of this chat line is Mr. Andrew Fantasia. Andrew, how you doing?
I'm okay. I was your fourth choice after other people said they couldn't make it tonight. So here I am, filling in a seat, just like at the Oscars.
Fourth choice. You wish you were that high on it, but you were a choice, just not a high choice. Let's say that right there.
Right. I was a Plan Z.
Did you say Z?
Yes, I did. We have American fans, James. I'm trying to bridge the gap.
True.
That's called consumer awareness.
It absolutely is. We got people coming in the live chat right now. Good evening, everybody. Everybody excited for the trailer coming up right now?
Right now?
Well, it's like 2 hours from now. But
you literally,
we're going to get there.
You said right now and my TV cut to black, and I was like, oh my God, he's a warlock. How did he do that?
Everyone's waiting for the trailer to drop, as am I. I didn't put our video up yet because I'm in a different location, as you know, Andrew. You know, I'm in a different spot. So
yeah,
just
undisclosed.
We're just trying to get these sorted out. I also am trying to buy tickets for this movie. Has anybody bought a ticket yet? Has anyone had the opportunity to buy a ticket? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah, particularly anybody Canadian, because I'm sure it's a whole different ballgame anywhere else. So I figure if one Canadian person can do it, then the rest of us can. So
yeah, we have to tell everybody to like and subscribe as well. Everybody needs to give us a like
Yes.
and a subscribe. That's very
in that order.
Obviously in that order. Tell your
subscribe
friends,
and then like.
Tell your friends about us. We got a really fun show coming up today, though. A really cool one because it is trailer day. The trailer is dropping today. The final trailer for the Rise of Skywalker, the absolute final one. Our pictures are on the screen now. Hi, everybody. Our pictures on the screen. I'm watching the Jets, Jets, go Jets. They're playing the New England Patriots, who will probably win their 7th Super Bowl this year. If you're a Patriots fan, let me know in the chat, and I can block you. Right now, I'm having trouble. Happily ever liqueurs. No tickets yet, so we're not the only ones.
Thank you, Happily Ever Liqueur. I love your handle. That is a really
awesome
badass handle.
I'm continuing to hit the refresh button on this.
Yeah.
But we got a full show going. We're going to be going straight through. We're going to react to it. We want you guys to join us for that. We're going to talk through we'll talk through the trailer. We're going to probably be mesmerized by the thing. But we'll talk for a bit afterwards about it. But we're going to lead up into the trailer, which we will probably get to in 4 hours from now. This is like, you know what this is, Andrew? You don't watch football, but if you watch the NFL Network on Super Bowl Sunday, they're on for like 24. I think it's actually they're on for 12 hours or more. Probably more. But they don't do the game, but they do the pregame and then the postgame. Mm-hmm. And this is what that is. You will see I'm clean shaven, but by the end of it, I'll have a full beard.
Yeah, we're pre-covering, just like all these dudes in suits right now who are talking about the Raptors. And then we will be post-covering, but we'll be removing our suits. It's going to get a little blue post-covering.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I am in my living room. You guys don't see this very often. I got something to show you, Andrew.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, by the way, before we start, I'm wearing this shirt right now. This would have been Carrie Fisher's 63rd birthday today. So I wanted to wear this. Yeah, recipes. It was. I remember where I was when I got. I think Aaron was the one that sent me a text. I was getting a new phone the day she passed, and Brock and I had a whole show planned out. It was going to be this. Nobody watched us or listened to us back then. Not that anyone does now, but back then it was really like nobody. And so we had this whole zany, stupid thing planned. And then the day before, we found out that she had passed away, and it was sad, and it kind of changed. The entire show changed basically to a show about her. But I wanted to wear this out of respect. Happy birthday. We're going to do a Never Tell Me the Odds on what we hope to see from the trailer. We're going to lead into that. We're also going to talk about things we want to see in the trailer and things we do not want to see in the trailer. Andrew, you know J.J. Abrams. Have you seen the trailer yet?
Personally, I do. Yeah, I have not seen the trailer yet, but I think I know the way his mind works by now. I think we all kind of do. And I think we are all, when it comes to that Never Tell Me the Odds, I have a feeling we can expect very similar answers because I think we're all right in the same wavelength now.
Well, we also haven't even, like, you and I screwed up and we didn't give each other our odds. But if you guys see me lean in, it's because I'm refreshing for the tickets. This is embarrassing.
Yes.
I actually asked Cineplex. I said, so how many tickets can I buy? And they said maximum 8. I was like, but I need 12. So this is going to be a problem. I'm very uncomfortable. I should have thought this through. I brought a table in. I should have brought it in. Should have thought this through. Andrew, check this out.
What's going on here? What is this?
See that?
Sabrina. Oh, my
Sabrina
goodness.
Teenage Witch. Huge fan. Everybody thinks I'm faking my love for Archie and Riverdale. I'm not.
I would totally buy Hilda and Zelda if they had them.
No, they don't. Which one though? Like the show or the awesome animated stuff?
The comics one. I don't even know what they look like on the show.
Naturally. I'm getting a rundown in. We're going to start this off. First of all, before we get into anything big, Mandalorian had a press screening. 30 minutes was shown to the press, and apparently the music is phenomenal. And the 30 minutes they saw was not 30 minutes straight. It was cut up a little bit so things were not spoiled, but they're all saying it's fantastic. Andrew, can November 12th get here soon enough for you?
November period can't get here soon enough. Everything, and I told you this earlier in the week, everything feels like it's coming out in mid-November. I think within the same week, within the same block of 7 days, we will have The Mandalorian. Mm-hmm. We will have The Crown Season 3. I think we will have Frozen 2. We will have The Toys That Made Us Season 3. And we're going to have Shenmue 3, a video game I've been looking forward to for literally 18 years. So that's all happening in the same week. I'm not sleeping. I'm not going to be. There's no sleeping that's happening.
It's going to be a long November for you coming up. And this is actually, if we are able to get tickets. By the way, Rural Farm Boy buys his tickets at the door.
Hi, Rural Farm Boy. That is brave of you. As Count Dooku would say, brave of you, boy.
I don't think we have that option here.
No, you show up and they laugh at you and they say, "Here's a ticket to Cats."
Yeah, like
Enjoy.
you could do that like 6 months later. But you can't do it right now. Like a movie like this, you won't be able to do. Maybe maybe where I live right now, you could maybe. But even then, I'd be nervous about that. Here, where we are. So I'm refreshing this one to find out if we can get these darn. I need 12 because this is the first time you and I are going to go see a Skywalker saga film. We saw Solo, but we didn't see Force Awakens together. And then Last Jedi, you gave me the finger and walked away when I said, "Do you want to come?"
That's right.
Which was the right answer. That's what you should have done, obviously. But this hopefully is going to be the first one. So we need 12 tickets, which doesn't sound like a lot compared to some people, but it's more than Cineplex is willing to let us buy at a time. So let's get The Mandalorian, November, you're tired. Jeff Wilson, Patreon Jeff Wilson, he sent me a message. We're going to do this top. I don't know if it'll be this episode 139's top 5. It will be a top 5 soon. But reportedly, and Joshua Lucas over at the Den of Nerds, he messaged me this morning. Shout out, Josh. Like, he needs that. He sent me a message this morning. And I won't say exactly what it was, but we had a good talk. And we're hopefully going to do a video really soon. But he mentioned this exact same thing that Jeff mentions to me. And that's that there are rumors that there are 8, that they've shot 8 possible endings to the Rise of Skywalker.
Get out of here.
I was like,
where are these coming from?
It's like Clue. I think it's coming from Tim Curry, the former voice of Emperor Palpatine. Clue had 4 endings, right?
Yeah.
So the rumor is they've shot 8, and I guess they're testing them. That's not completely unheard of. I don't know if you remember this, but when Maggie shot Mr. Burns, that wasn't the only thing that they decided on. There were other options for who shot Mr. Burns way back in 1992. Or 1 or 80 or whatever the hell it was. But 8 endings. What are your initial thoughts when you hear that, and does that concern you at all?
No, that makes me think of there was a season of Lost where for the finale, I think it was the season 4 finale, they shot at least 3 or 4 different endings. Because basically there's a coffin and there's a whole thing about like who's in that coffin. And then the last shot of the season is the camera panning down and showing you exactly who's in the coffin. But to avoid the actual solution leaking, when they filmed that scene, whoever was in charge, whether it was Abrams or the other showrunners at that point, just said, we're going to film this scene like a bunch of different times with different actors in that coffin. So nobody's going to know the real solution until the show actually comes out. So that totally feels like something that would happen right now.
I got to get a shout out to John. John says, you guys are awesome. I follow daily. And that's the kind of stuff I like to hear.
You're awesome, John. Okay?
I'm only going to read things that say that we're awesome. And so I know there's a cool one. Heidi, of course, says that the Maggie thing was obviously like who shot JR on Dallas. And I remember on Fox, they had a thing leading up to it, and it was comedian Chris Elliott. They interviewed all these celebrities, like, who do you think shot Mr. Burns? And Chris Elliott goes, is this like who shot JR? And that was the first time I ever heard of who shot JR. So I did my research after that. And I
don't know if you remember this or if anybody watching remembers it, but I think leading up to when they showed the solution of who shot Mr. Burns, there was like a half-hour episode of like a fake sort of America's Most Wanted, and it was hosted by John Walsh.
I feel like this
going
is
through it.
I think that's exactly what I was talking about. Only I didn't tee it up as correct.
Maybe it is, because I'm pretty sure it's on the DVD too. And he's like, the culprit could have been Jasper Beardley, and like he's dead serious John Walsh, and he's going through like the people of Springfield and showing why they might have done it. But I think that might be what you saw. If I remember right, there were some cameos in there too.
Yeah, and like whenever they would go to commercial, come back, there was just like little snippets of celebrities talking about it right now.
Yeah,
I gotta check I don't know if my levels are good or not, because I can't see myself. Also, I'm kind of like
your levels sound fantastic.
So I gotta for everybody watching, the camera that everybody sees me from is what I'm pointing to. Andrew sees me from this one that I'm pointing to, that everybody's like that. So when I look off screen, that's my computer. So Andrew sees me, and my TV is right there. I'm looking at Tom Brady's ugly mug. He is an ugly man.
I didn't know you could do what you're doing right now. I always thought if I picked up my snowball, you would hear a bunch of thumping and but you're holding that thing like Bob Barker, and it's crystal clear as a bell. Like
I haven't heard anyone say that it's bopping around.
Okay,
I don't know.
That's awesome.
Well,
here, tell me if mine's bopping around. I'm gonna pick mine up. Woo! Here we go. I'm just picking up my snowball and hold it. It's broken, so it's on a very small stand there. But I hope that didn't sound messy.
no, that sounded fine from what I heard.
All right, cool, very cool. Good to know.
I'm really excited for this. 8 possible endings, though. For me, first of all, I don't know if I buy this or not, and I don't want to. I don't know if I buy it. It's not like they've come out and been like, yeah, we've tried eight endings. If they have, my one concern is what, like, you don't know where you're going. Like now, but when they say, the other thing is, the other half of that is when they say ending, do they just mean the final shot? Do they mean they've shot 8 different final shots? The ending is still the ending, but the way they want to send us into space at the end is that up in the air. For me, Andrew, you, everybody in the chat, everybody knows that for me, I want my R2-D2 being shut down for good, looking up at twin sun setting or whatever, and the final iris out is his little eye irising out on us. That's what I want, and that's what I would do. JJ, give me a call. I will sell you the rights to that idea for a measly $6 million. I only want $6 million. That is peanuts to you. $6 million, I can use that to invest in Monopoly.
Yeah, you can't even buy a house for that much here. So, like, come on, JJ, it's nothing. Yeah, I don't know about this, man. Like, who's Josh's source? What's his source on this rumor?
Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, okay. She's kind of legit. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it makes sense only because this is the last one, and I feel like that's why these rumors can gain so much traction, because this is the last one. Every Star Wars movie is special, but this one even more so. So I feel like everything is now all the chips are down. That's it. Everybody's just putting all their chips on the table. So I feel like we're going to hear things even more outlandish than this. But I don't know. I can't imagine why he would do it other than the security reason, like a la Lost, where he's like, I don't want this ending leaking anywhere. So here's what I'm going to do. And it could even just be, as you're saying, like a final shot, and he just changes which characters are in that final shot because he doesn't want anybody to know.
Exactly, and that's the other thing I was thinking is, what if there is one final one, and just like Maggie shooting Mr. Burns, there is an infinite amount, there are 7 false ones, so that if it gets leaked, first of all, they'll know who leaked it, because they're like, we showed, like, so there's that. So maybe, or maybe, you know what, they're just not they're not confident in what they have, which is something that I've seen a lot online now, is people are saying maybe they're not comfortable or confident with what's going on. I think they will be. I think we're in for Al Schuler's and Yo. I think we're in for I think we're in for the fan service. I am curious about a few things. The J.J. Abrams angle to it all, and where does he lie? Because I feel like he didn't anyway at one point respect the prequels a lot. Like, you know, everyone knows he's like, Jar Jar, they wanted to put Jar Jar's bones in the desert. Like, he said things like that. And Disney, obviously, when they purchased it, were like, we got to distance ourselves from the prequels. But as time has gone on, it's been like, no, the prequels are pretty crucial, and there's a huge following of the prequels now. And I'm curious, and the fan service that we're going to get, because The Force Awakens was really good at the fan service for the original trilogy. Like, whatever I think of The Force Awakens, I smiled the entire 2 hours and plus whatever it was. Yeah. I would, every time something came on the screen, I was like, oh, like it had that. If he is able to bring that back with this movie, but not just with the original trilogy, but with the prequel trilogy, and do it like he did in The Force Awakens, where, you know what, for me, that kept me smiling. But for a new fan, a 2015 fan, it was everything else that was keeping them smiling. If he's able to do that with this movie, it doesn't matter how many endings were shot. It doesn't matter how many times I had to call George Lucas. It doesn't matter, what happened with the fan base after The Last Jedi. All will be forgiven, and Star Wars will be king or queen once again. But it's still not going to be Endgame money. But it will be back on top at the excitement level, especially if The Mandalorian is as good as we all are hearing and hoping it will be.
100%, James. 100%. That's all he needs to do, is bring back that magic he brought in 7, because it worked. We all had a great time. And then he'll be fine. Wrap up what he's got to wrap. Obviously, I don't envy him. This is not an easy job. But I think he's, this isn't his first time up to bat anymore. He knows what he's doing. And yes, it's hard to end something as big as this. But these are the pros. These are the best people in the world writing these things. So if they can't end it, nobody can.
You say you don't envy him. This isn't an easy job. The thing is, it's like they put this on themselves by saying the end of the Skywalker saga. They've put this on themselves by being like, no, after this trilogy, we're going to do our own thing. That's what they've done. Like, okay, I know what you're saying, and I agree with what you're saying, but that's their own fault for going that direction. They could have been like, hey, Skywalker saga is wrapped up. We're now on the Rey saga, and it starts with this one, and Luke is going to pass the torch off to Rey, which is pretty much what's happening. But instead, they're like, nope, this is wrapping up 9 movies. Okay. So yeah. I understand what you're saying, but I also am like, but you can't like dig yourself a grave and then be like, oh my God, I'm buried.
Right.
Like you're doing it to yourself because you've decided this. I didn't tell them to end it. I wasn't like, you should end the Skywalker saga right now. It wasn't me. It was them. They made the decision.
They were scared of the money issue. They were scared of if it's not episode 7, nobody's going to care.
I'm on Twitter right now, and Heath, if anyone follows at Heath D. Williams, I think a lot of people do. He got his Star Wars Wait a minute. Is this old? This is December 16th, 2015. I should
okay.
read more. So he's
Wow.
like, here we are 4 years later buying tickets for the last movie in this trilogy. Still emotional. So he's showing a picture. All right, that got me scared because if you remember Last Jedi, Din, our good friend Din, at like 6 p.m. was like, got my tickets in 3D IMAX. And I was like, I think I called him and I said, Din, WTF? And he said, and he kind of, he walked me through, and then I went online, and the help center guy, the live chat, bought the tickets for me with my credit card.
What was that guy's name again? I remember you told me his name, and he was so like Julian or something.
You know
He's
what?
just a helpful human being.
We'll have to figure out. Was that like October 8th, 2017? So I'll have to go back and look at that show.
Dear God, those were simpler times, man. What I wouldn't give to be October 2017 again. If you were that person who helped James on the phone from Cineplex, and you're watching right now, tell us your name.
I'm trying to keep up with the live chat. I'm sorry, guy. I'm also, if you notice, I wear glasses. I'm like, I can't see very well. Any ideas on Matt Smith's character? There actually is a rumor on Matt Smith's character that I kind of cool. How much news story can you tell? Can you try to do in the first week of the? I'm just trying to read. Apparently, there's a new Rise of Skywalker poster that looks like a video game. I can't see everybody's names, so I probably won't read a lot of the names. I'm trying. Some people that, some of these avatars I've seen weeks now, over weeks and stuff, I'm recognizing, so I know who they are based on the avatar.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. Apparently, there's an official poster. Who is it? It's Finrod says it's not a.
Hi, Finrod.
It's not fan made. It's legit. They don't like it. So anyway, we're all. It's 8:02 right now. If you're watching on the live stream, game starts at 8:15, between 8:15 and 8:30. Trailer will be dropping around 6 a.m. We'll be here all night. So I am a Jets fan. I should have worn my Jets merch, but I'm very embarrassed by that. So
We should have a Rebel Scum live slumber party, just all night long, talking wars. Doesn't that sound fun? We'll get little.
We should do it. You know what I should have grabbed? I'm going to do this. It might be Patreon exclusive. Star Wars Mad Libs live. My sister got me that for Christmas, and I'm like, I got to do this.
The next time we're all over at your house, that has to happen.
Fandango has tickets. Fandango has tickets available.
Fandango. I don't know about
from
this
Happily
business.
Ever Liqueur. Got tickets, guys. He got us tickets, Andrew. We are going.
Oh, thank you.
Happy Ever Liqueur. We are. I don't know what state he's in. He bought them on Fandango. Cineplex. Still nothing on the old Cineplex. Let's try to refresh this. Rob McDonald, by the way, I want everyone to know Darth Ward. Rob McDonald is at work right now. He's a camera operator at work, checking his phone and refreshing the Cineplex app
goodness.
on his phone. He sent me a text, and I called him. He goes, "Can't talk. I'm working, but I'm refreshing. I got this."
So I'm refreshing.
Everybody's hoping to get on. It's also an election night here in Canada. Election 4 years ago, Force Awakens was also an election night when that trailer dropped.
That's right.
Yes,
yeah.
it was, and that was the one where I actually had to go out to an election party afterwards. And I'm not political, guys, don't get me wrong, but I had to go out. And Rob had to buy the tickets for the Force Awakens for us that night because of where we were. So it was. You know,
I want to get invited to an election party and hobnob with the people. I mean, that sounds nice.
Well,
you're living life.
It was
jet setter.
It was a surprise because, like I said, I'm not political at all. I don't know anything about politics. I know that there are bad parties and worse parties and even worse parties, and basically everybody sucks. I voted today. I will say that. I don't like to announce it to everybody, but. Look at that. Cineplex has taken the advanced ticket option off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what happens if I refresh that page now.
No, you can still refresh that
it's not
page.
showing.
But if you go to the main page, it is no longer an option. Which
Interesting.
tells me that maybe so like I said, a few years ago, Rob discovered a loophole in their system on how to buy tickets because it wasn't there. And so you went on and you had to go to the theater that you wanted, and the theater actually sold the tickets, not the main page of the website. So
well, it looks like that just happened now because I went to the main page and Star Wars is gone. Oh no, wait, it's right at the top.
it's at the top.
Yeah.
We're at the top.
right at the top. But you're right, the advanced thing isn't there anymore. Now, I have a question about the poster. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. My question is moot. Because there's a poster that I've been seeing, like I've been seeing this poster around a lot, and it looks like legitimately made, but also it just felt wrong.
Like that sketched one?
And I haven't heard anybody talk about it. No, it's like it looks like a legit theatrical poster, but it's got like Palpatine at the back, and he's going like this. And I had never heard anybody talk about it, but I'm just looking at it now, and I see on the bottom it says like the name of the artist, so it's it's a homebrew thing. But I was just curious because I've never seen anybody say like, yeah, this is fake. So I kind of had a little bit of a worry there. I was like, this isn't the real poster, is it?
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My hopes, my hopes and fears were put to rest. The Cineplex website is pretty funny because it's got a photo gallery for Rise of Skywalker, and the first two photos are almost the exact same photo of just Rey in the desert with a lightsaber in her hand.
Sometimes I wish we had better cinema options right now. Star Wars just released a picture of Rey and Kylo Ren on Death Star, I think, fighting scene. All right, let me get this is all.
Yeah, this is a very.
Heidi assumed I was a Bills fan. I actually do like the Bills. Look, the problem with the NFL where I live is there's no team in Toronto, so I don't have an emotional connection to everybody. And then, the Bills in Toronto series came, and kind of is that touching? We're trying to buy Star Wars. Aaron just walked in. I have a cord on.
Hi, Aaron.
Hold on, I'm going to put this up. Andrew, why don't you tell everybody the first time you ever saw the Force Awakens trailer during that Monday Night Football, what was going through your head?
First time I saw that Force Awakens trailer. Okay. Trying to remember. I'm trying to put myself in the headspace. So I had just voted because it was once again voting day. So I don't remember we didn't do live streams back then, so it wasn't live. We didn't even have the show because the show started in 2016. So I would have just been, you know what? I might have been, no, I wasn't working that night. I was working when the first one dropped, the one that was just like the Falcon for like 20 seconds. But no, the main one, I watched it just here on my computer. And I remember being the most excited for the voices, hearing the characters speak for the first time, because we didn't know what anybody was going to sound like. We didn't know anybody's voice. We just saw people's faces doing the whole, like, movie trailer face where they're just in movie mode. But I didn't know what anybody's voice was going to be like. I had never heard Daisy Ridley speak a word, so I didn't know what her voice was going to sound like. And I remember when I watched it, I messaged James and a couple other people, and I was like, was she British? Did she have a British accent, or didn't she? Because I know the actress is British, but all she said in the trailer is, I'm no one. And it could have gone either way. So I remember being dazed and confused about her accent. I remember Finn being really cool when I just heard him talk, and he's like, I got nothing to fight for. And I was like, I love this dude. He's already my favorite character. And then Kylo Ren just talking to his Vader helmet, supposedly. I will finish what you started. That was the big moment that got everybody up in a tizzy before the big event, like the climax of the trailer, which was my favorite, when you see Poe scream. And then we cut to the music from Empire Strikes Back, the love theme. And that always stuck with me. Just hearing the Empire music and then seeing all the bits and pieces. And I think we see Han and Leia hugging and all that. I'm trying to remember how that one. Oh yeah, that one ended with Maz Kanata saying, like, the Force is in you, whatever the Force is around you, just let it in. And I remember when it ended, I thought, that's not as powerful as Chewie We're Home. The Chewie We're Home still packed a meaner punch than Maz Kanata saying, just let it in. So, oh yeah, she goes, the Force, it calls to you. That was not my favorite ending to a trailer. And I feel like tonight's trailer, might have the same effect on me. I feel like the ending is not going to punch me right in the various parts of my body the way that CVP laughing did. Of course not. And the way that Dark Ray did, because those were punches, man. And I don't think the movie should spoil any more of its punches. I think it should literally pull some punches and just give us a trailer that just looks nice, is glossy, but don't punch me because I want to save everything now for the 20th. That's how I felt about the Force Awakens trailer.
Look, I'm going to agree with you. I don't think we're going to get... Look, I'm trying to sit somewhere where everybody can... Whatever. This is a bad shot. Sue me. I'm trying to get tickets for this damn movie. I told Andrew like numerous times, this is my least favorite day of the year. I hate buying advance tickets for Star Wars.
I know.
Because if it was just like me and Aaron going, or you and me go, like 2 or 3 tickets, but there's 12 tickets, and it's just like... And it's all on us to get them, and you know, I'm trying to do this. I want to be entertaining right now. I want to talk Star Wars with everybody that wants to hear Star Wars being talked. I'm going to put the live chat here so I can actually see what's going on, if it even lets me put it on.
Ooh, here's
Andrew froze, of course. The minute he's about to say something exciting, he freezes on screen. He's completely frozen right now. He said, here's something, and obviously his internet.
Or I don't think it was showing that.
What happened? You disappeared.
I disappeared?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. I don't know if this has been on the Cineplex website all night or if it's just popped up recently, but it's showing the length of the movie.
Yeah, it's been there
next
all night.
to the date. I thought I was...
We got a super chat. Thank God I checked this. Super chat from Red Wolf, good friend Red Wolf. Red Wolf is awesome.
Hello, Red Wolf.
Red Wolf said that they would be coming by to check it out. So here we go. Tickets are on sale on Fandango, by the way. This is from our friend Michael. Red Wolf is apologizing for smashing words together. How long is it till the trailer? I just bought my Rise of Skywalker tickets on Fandango. Thanks, Heidi. I'm coming to watch it with you. Here we go. If Uncle CVP comes back, how would you like to see it play out? Physical, ethereal. How do you think it would happen in a satisfactory way? Maybe Annie comes back. That's Anakin, Andrew. Comes back via World Between Worlds. Thoughts, please. Thank you, Red Wolf. I love that idea because the one thing I love about that idea is people say their favorite character is Darth Sidious, Emperor Palpatine, CVP, Uncle Sheev. But nobody likes Sheev better than this guy right here, Andrew Fantasia. Andrew, do you remember what I said, and can you comment on it?
Yes and no. I think the best way for me, the best way that I want to see Uncle CVP in Episode 9 is I would really like him to be a spirit of some kind, something ethereal, something within the dark side of the Force. I don't want flesh and blood just full on like, I'm resurrected now. Woo! I'd rather just see some spooky paranormal activity, Force ghost action, where he appears and he says some scary stuff and Rey is like, oh my God, a ghost. And he's really getting into her head and saying nasty things and talking about the dark side. I feel like that is just so perfect to his character. Yes, a hologram or a holocron or a flashback would be fine. I'd be super 100% on board with any of those. But nothing suits him more, and nothing would be cooler to see than a dark side Force poltergeist just tearing the screen up. And everybody in the theater, you won't even be able to hear the movie because our teeth will all be chattering from fright. That's where my head's going.
Okay, I've been thinking a lot about it. First of all, we're going to get into what we want to see and what we don't want to see in this trailer coming up. I want to see Ian McDiarmid back as CVP in the flesh. And now I'm with you. I like Dead is Dead, and that's one of my big things with the Marvel movies is nobody dies, and when they do, they have no problem bringing them back, which is whatever. They're comic books, that's fine. Ask Martin Scorsese what he thinks. But I do like that it's dead. However, because this is now branded the Skywalker saga, I absolutely like the idea of him coming back because there's so many questions to be answered, starting with the Phantom Menace, through the prequels, through the original trilogy, through now the sequel trilogy. And SheVP has to be, if not the entire answer, part of that answer. He is the reason for this Skywalker saga in a lot of ways. And so I would like to see him back. Maybe he's very weak and mangled. Like, I'm so weak. Of course, the question is, why was he hiding for 30 years after Return of the Jedi? Why was he hiding away?
See, I don't think he was hiding. I think he was
Plotting.
A ghost with the most.
So you think he's dead? He's coming back as a Sith's ghost?
I think so. I think he found a way that is not, he wants to obtain what the Jedi are doing in a sense. He wants that immortality, but the way he found is like some weird sneaky backdoor way. So he's not a Force ghost as we know them, but he's something else. He's something worse. Somewhere in the middle between death and life. He's kind of stuck in that. And it's a frightening place to be. So when we see him, it's going to be frightening in and of itself.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I want him to be something more than just a plot device. I want him to have a purpose in this film. And I want him to have a massive connection with Kylo Ren.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want this connection.
Here's a never tell me the odds for you, James Rosile. Okay. Assuming we are getting flashbacks in this movie, okay, what are the odds that one of these flashbacks is set chronologically before the Phantom Menace?
Ooh. If we're getting flashbacks, that is... And that's, that's where people would argue Matt Smith is coming in, I guess. Gosh, I got to go... See, I feel like it's a cop-out if I go full Brock. Because, I don't know. For me, like, I think it would be totally awesome to go that way. But what is the purpose of going there? That's really...
Right. It could be something with young Sheev. It could be something with old Sheev, but doing stuff with the Force, with midichlorians, with Anakin's birth. I don't know. Plagueis. Yeah.
But then there's one movie to go, and you're opening up a huge can of worms on that one. I'm going to go 47%.
Ooh, that's high, man. I'm going to go 10%.
I like it too much, though, on a personal
level. I know.
It's still under the 50 mark. I'm still saying it's not going to happen. But I hope it does. And I didn't want to go full Brock. But it would be awesome if it did happen. I don't... Yeah, 47. I got to go 47 on that one. Look, I hope they use Ian McDiarmid to his full effect. I'm starting to see your point of view on Rey and his connection now. But I want to go back to the super chat, to the comment, and okay, maybe Anakin comes back via World Between Worlds. I'm gonna say I think Anakin needs to come back for this film. I think I said in The Last Jedi too, and I was wrong. But I think if you're ending the Skywalker saga, you gotta have the Skywalker in it. And as much as original trilogy fans think it's Luke, Anakin is the Skywalker. So I think you have to have him in it. I don't think it'll be World Between Worlds. I don't think we're going to get the World Between Worlds. I think that's just a little bit too much, too out there for this film. But at the same time, it's a possibility. But I'm going to say no to World Between Worlds, yes to Anakin.
Same here. If we're getting any Force ghosts who are, aside from Luke, like if we can only get Obi-Wan, Anakin, or Yoda, and we can only get one of them, it's going to be Anakin. Like you have to tie up the Skywalker saga with the was going to say original Skywalker, but he's not. Shmi beat him to that punch, baby.
Yeah, we
but
gotta get
one of the original Skywalkers. Like how could you not put him in? And there's like I can't see a world where they would squander that and put like Qui-Gon in or something, and we'd be like, hey, neat, but it's not Anakin. And I think that the World Between Worlds, even though this looks like, according to Cineplex, it is in fact the longest Star War ever, 235. That makes me kind of happy. There's still not enough room in there to throw in something like the World Between Worlds. In the final inning, you don't change the rules of the game.
Yep. Comments coming in from, I'm guessing, fellow Canadians. The Cineplex app, Andrew, if you're on it, it's starting to slow down now. People are getting antsy for these tickets now. They're starting to catch on. So you better be ready with your PayPal. Your PayPal account better be open to buy all the tickets. All of them. You know what? If we don't get Rob a ticket, that's fine. I'm okay.
That's fine.
You know,
I'm refreshing the hell out of this page, but nothing.
We should tell Rob we got him a ticket and then not bring him along. That's what we should do. We should be like, yeah, Rob, come. Why don't you come? And then we just leave him outside. And it's comments like that. That's why we're not going to get tickets and he's going to get one. That's what's going to happen. We're actually getting a ticket for his mom to come with us, by the way. His mom is a huge Rey Skywalker fan. And I actually, you know what? I do want to ask his mom, because she does love Rey. Her thoughts on Rey and Kyle, like Reylo and Rey Skywalker, Rey Palpatine, Rey, like that kind of stuff, you know? Like it's fans like that just kind of like watch the movie and enjoy it, that make me curious to see what they think. Aaron just made some food and didn't offer me any. Is that wings? Do you have wings and chili? Where'd you get those? Oh,
Aaron, come be on the show. Never mind your organic chips.
She's not feeling well right now. She's watching the election coverage in bed. She's actually not feeling well. She wanted to be a part of the show a lot, but she's sick.
Tell her I hope she feels better, and ask her if she liked my alternate Game of Thrones ending.
She doesn't like it because she's much like me, where she doesn't like anything you do.
Yeah.
And that. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to get back to the chat. I love Rey too. A lot of people love Rey. Rey is a fun character. People have been saying Anakin is going to show up since 2015. I don't think it's going to happen this one, guys. Victor, you're probably right. My thought process on Anakin right now, though, is just, if you're going to end the Skywalker saga, how do you do it without Anakin? And you know what? Maybe we'll find out how they do it without Anakin. We might very well find out. I'm not putting money on Anakin being in it for sure. I think, that Yoda scene in The Last Jedi, if you're going to bring Anakin back, that's where you have him. At the same time, when you watch the scene, it doesn't work if there's more than just Yoda and Luke in that scene because of the way the scene plays out. Man, I cannot stand the Patriots. But anyway, so the way the scene plans out, that's how it is. Tell Erin we are wishing her well and hope she gets better. I will. Thank you very much, Miles. Yeah, Victor, it's a fair opinion.
We missed kickoff.
You missed kickoff. I'm watching it.
I'm glancing it.
The game's been on for like an hour.
I'm just stealing furtive glances.
I'm using Erin's sommelier book as a mouse pad. She might get mad at me. Whatever. Erin is she's gonna be taking a wine course soon. She's very into her wine. If you know Erin, you know she knows her wine.
She has a little wine trivia game, isn't that what
she does? She has a lot of
wine.
Thing. We have a wine tour map from 2006. She always says, "What do you taste in the wine?" I'm like, "Red." I'm pretty good with wine. I'd imagine if you ever drank wine, you would be okay with wine too.
It tastes like vinegar and Listerine to me.
You haven't had good wine.
Probably not.
Because bad wine tastes like vinegar 100%. I'll tell you that. I'm just refreshing the page. Still no tickets here in the Great White North. If anyone in Canada is watching with us right now, let us know if you guys get tickets. What if we get Jake Lloyd Anakin? I mentioned that on a podcast a little while ago.
Oh.
What if they Tarkined Jake Lloyd? You know what I mean? They got like a child actor to come in, but they put like Jake Lloyd's face over him. How crazy would that
at this point, besides Leia,
Sorry,
Do you-
side Akbar. I have to cut you off. Mr. Rez just jumped in. He needs a smoke alarm to go off right now.
I'll get right on that.
I'm dying. That's hilarious. Sorry, go on. Besides Leia.
That was a fun night. Besides Leia, how many digital recreations do you think are going to be in this movie? Like, how many Tarkin's situations do you think we're looking at here, if any?
I think the smart money would be on, like, SheVP.
Really? But you got Ian. Like, what else do you need? Like a young Ian, you're saying?
Like they would young him up. Like they would Samuel L. Jackson him up. That's what I'm thinking. I don't think we're getting much. I don't think we're getting much. Okay, we got another super chat. Well, what do you think about that? Before we get, what do you think about that?
I don't know. I feel like those are surprises that they might throw at us because they would never show it in a trailer. But if they drop young Luke or young Leia or young Han on this audience, everybody in that theater is going to go ballistic.
Yes.
So
know what? Sorry, no, we're getting young Luke, young Leia, 90%.
Oh, okay. I hope you're right. I like those odds. I really hope you're right.
Europeans that are up are the real fans. Kudos to any Europeans watching right
man.
now. Yeah, big time fans. They're fans all over the world. That's something that you learn at Star Wars Celebration are the fans that travel those distances to get there. They're awesome. So here we go. We got a super chat. It's Red Wolf once again. And that's the old one. I almost read the same one as last time. Here we go. Sorry, don't apologize, Red Wolf. Can't help myself. Love you guys. Thank you very much. We love you too.
Thank you, Red Wolf.
Last question. I always implore you to speculate responsibly. But what do you when I learn how to read, this is going to go off a lot smoother.
Mm-hmm.
But what do both of you want to see so badly as a wrap if you had to choose one big thing? Hashtag Rebel Fam. We should start Rebel Fam.
Rebel Fam. I like that. So as a wrap, Red Wolf, for the end of the film or just inside the film in general? Because I think the answers might be very different depending on...
Wait, what did you just say?
Like, because Red Wolf said as a wrap in that question. So does he mean like towards the end of the film what we really want, or just in general throughout the film?
We got someone from Russia in here. Shout out to Russia. I would say...
From Russia with love. Hello.
I would say the film is the wrap-up. So I would just say in the film in general.
For me, I think what I really want is a lot of fan service callback surprises. Like a lot of those moments when we were all sitting there watching Infinity War and Red Skull showed up and we hadn't seen Red Skull for like 10 years. A lot of stuff like that. That would make me very happy. And also, initially a 3.5 hour runtime would have made me very happy, but I'll take what I can get.
Tickets are available for Rise of Skywalker in Canada for Ultra AVX. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. So let me just go here. I gotta...
Is this a lie?
Yeah,
Cineplex is
on
saying
the
no.
app right now. Canadians, get your butts in motion. We're in
On
the
the
end
app.
game now. Hold on, everybody. Stay tuned. I've got to find my theater because I don't know what theater it is.
This is going to be apparently... Tickets are for sale on the app.
Queensway.
This is strange,
7
James.
p.m. 3D, Andrew. 7 p.m. 3D. Everybody
Hold on.
stand by. We're in the end game.
Everybody stand by. This is too scary. I don't like this. Where
It's
am I
not
here?
on the website yet, but it's on the app.
Oh yeah, it is on the app. You're right. Okay. VIP 3D. Where are you? Is that where you went? VIP 3D.
7 p.m. You want to get 6? I'll get 8. I'll get 8. You get 6.
Okay, that sounds good.
No, you need 4. You need to get 4.
Stand by, everybody.
This is thrilling. I'm going with wow. It's already selling out. Row J. Row I. Row I. You got this, Andrew?
I feel like we're playing Battleship. No, I'm still logging in.
5, 6,
Hold-
7, 8. I'm row I.
Hold on. Okay. How many?
You need to get 4.
Four,
Get 5.
okay.
Get 5. Get 5.
Proceed. I already proceeded.
All right, fine. 4 is fine. Did you get row J or I or whatever? I don't care what you get.
Well, it looks like I's already taken, so I'm gonna get.
That's me.
J.
I took I.
Okay, then I'm gonna get the other 4 on either side of those I's that you took.
This is I haven't looked at the live chat, but I wonder if anybody
This is probably hilarious. Okay.
It's just 2 guys buying tickets for a
I know, right? Oh boy.
Let's see if this worked.
So I don't know if I can use my debit here. It's not letting me select a new card.
Well, just write it in.
What?
I'll go to live chat while this thing loads. View my tickets. I've got 8 tickets. Yeah. Heidi says, trailer just announced at halftime. Yes, Heidi, cannot wait. Super chat, Heidi. Thank you so much for everything, Heidi. View my tickets. Sure, I'll view them. So are you okay, Andrew, or what?
No, it's only giving me one option, and it's the card that no longer works. And I can't find anything else to say add a new payment option.
Okay, well, now you've taken the seats that I would get, but we'll go again. I'll get 4 more. Oh, it's really slow now. Here we go. Okay, I'm in.
Yeah, sorry, I'm of no help. Because some jackass decided to steal my credit card number. It's that person's fault.
It's true. Okay, I'm getting 4. That's 12. That's what we need is 12, right?
Yeah. Well.
Anyway, Andrew, talk about the what you want to see in the trailer.
Okay, sorry, I'm just adding my info. Great content. Sorry, guys, I'm just adding my info because I had to add a new card because again, somebody. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about the jerk who somehow got my credit card information. I'm very careful with it. I'm not one of those people who flaunts my card info around. But someone got it, and they didn't even steal my card. They just stole the info. But someone got it, and because of that...
I got theft at Star Wars Celebration Orlando.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, Andrew, have you seen the teaser for the trailer that's dropping tonight?
Yes, and I'm usually not a fan of those teasers for trailers. It's like, okay, I get it. But it was cool. You know, they're in the Falcon.
But the ships around the Falcon. Did you see the ships around the Falcon?
No, I did not.
Ooh, the Ghost is in there, buddy. The Ghost.
For real?
For real. All right. 12 tickets purchased. We got this. Tell Rob McDonald. Tickets bought. 12 tickets done and done. I think we needed 12. Let me count. How many we needed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And your cousin is 12. So your cousin has to go now.
Oh, okay. Well, he can't make it that night, so it looks like I'm bringing a date.
How can you please? So we have 12 tickets. I might have miscounted anyway. We'll figure it out. No, I don't ignore comments, David. I'm trying to buy tickets to see Star Wars. Oh, my God. Well, what did you say? Patriots lead 10-0 with it. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. All right, I want to go back to the super chat question from Red Wolf. Heidi did the super chat telling everybody that it would be at halftime. If I remember correctly from The Last Jedi, it was part of the broadcast. So they were like, during halftime, I think it was right at halftime, they went to, I believe, one of the hosts of Monday Night Football who was surrounded by stormtroopers, and they said, here is a look at the Last Jedi. And then it went into it, and we all went ballistic. And if you remember, Brock was in Winnipeg, and we went online, and we all did a Skype chat about it afterwards at like 11 p.m. because his plane, he was in flight when it aired and all that. Where is the trailer? Halftime, Shaden, halftime. One question, are you going to show the trailer or just the reaction? I'm using Google Translator. Lollipop, if we could show the trailer, we would, but it's just going to be our reaction. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
We're not, I honestly wish we could do more, but we can't. But if you want to see the trailer, I don't know where you're from. I don't know where you're from, but it's on Monday Night Football on ESPN, and then Star Wars YouTube channel will play that trailer immediately following Star Wars YouTube. You can actually pay me the money you used for tickets, and I could send a box of crap that would be 10 times better crap than the Star Wars movie. It will actually have significant substance. You know what? That's pretty funny. Resistance will be reborn. You're being a baby. I don't know what's going on now. Yeah, I'm hoping this is going to be a good movie. Let's go back to the super chat here as my beloved Jets are losing. Shocking to everybody.
All I know is that was my favorite piece of content that we've ever done on this channel. Was just you on your phone just suddenly yelling out, "Roj! Roj!"
That's how it is. The best was 2 years ago when the guy at Cineplex had to buy the tickets for me with my credit card. I'm like, am I being punked or scammed right now? Anyway, this happened, so we just spent $1 million on tickets. We missed the trailer for the trailer. No, Heidi, we don't get American commercials in Canada. We get the same crappy ones for Wendy's, Tim Hortons. What's another terrible Canadian brand? We haven't got it yet, Heidi. We don't get your awesome commercials. We get our same 3 crap going on here. The trailer for the trailer was so good. So we're going to get the trailer if it's part of the show. If it's not, we're going to look like idiots here, and we're going to have to wait till StarWars.com drops.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
Yeah, yeah, I can. Tickets are going to be available tomorrow for me. Dastin LNW, let us know where you're from. I heard that in Canada they weren't going to be on sale until tomorrow, but they are now on the app. It wasn't on their website yet at Cineplex.com, but on the app for some reason it was. So let's just see what's going on here. And
it's available on the website now.
Yes, it is available on their website right now. So for me, what I want to see for the tall wrap up, I've said it already. I really want that R2 ending to happen.
Yeah.
I think Anakin would be nice. Tatooine would be nice.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, but I'm really like wrapping. I've been actually thinking about this a lot on my own. Like, what? Like, and I've said this before. What is Star Wars? And one of the things I want to tackle at Star Wars Celebration Anaheim is, and I've talked to some people about this, is I want to do a little short documentary on what is Star Wars, and I want to interview all these Star Wars fans, all these podcasts, and say, what is Star Wars to you? Because ultimately, what is it? Because to some people, it is the original trilogy, it's the prequel trilogy, it's the sequel trilogy, it is Reylo, it is Han and Leia, it is Carbonite, it is Mandalore, it's the Clone Wars, it's Rebels, it's not so much Resistance for many people, but it's the books, it's the comics, it's the EU, it's all these different things. And even the people that hate The Last Jedi, you know, they love their EU and all of that. And so it's something different for everybody. And I think it's important to remember that and respect that. And so everybody wants something different. And that's one of the issues that they have when they make these movies is what do they do? And that's why I said to you earlier, I think the problem was they were trying to correct Star Wars instead of continue Star Wars. And I think for a lot of people, what Star Wars is just this fluid continuation. And that's what we all want, and I think that's what we're going to get. And now you're going to end it, and I think R2D2 having some kind of, the thing is R2 hasn't done anything, so I think just like shutting him down for good is at the very end, even if he's not in the movie, is respectful on all fronts, on the saga as a whole, on George Lucas, and to Star Wars fans. Because if this is, in fact, his point of view, that makes a lot of sense to me. However, there has to be something else for me, and I really want. This is, if I am being completely honest, I want Rey to be my new favorite character when it ends.
Yeah.
And I know there are a lot of people that love Rey and everything, and I'm not taking anything away from that. Everybody has a personal favorite character. For me, I said this on the last podcast. I went into The Force Awakens loving Kylo Ren, not knowing anything about him, just loving Kylo Ren. I saw kids dressed as Kylo Ren before there was a movie and all of this, but I came out with Finn as my favorite character. I went into The Last Jedi with Finn as my favorite character. I came out with Kylo Ren as my favorite character. So, but Rey, there's an opportunity for me, for someone who, you know, Rey has been third on the depth chart for me in terms of favorite character in this saga. There's an opportunity now for her to be number one, for her to be the best, for her to be this character that not just in the sequel trilogy will overtake for me Han Solo and Anakin Skywalker and Darth Maul and Vader. She has the potential to get there right now because of this being the very end, and because we hear Luke say 1,000 generations live in you now. If that line is pivotal to the Rise of Skywalker in regards to Rey, I mean, he could be saying that to anybody for all we know, but we're assuming it's Rey, which you should never do. Then she has the chance to be the most interesting character in Star Wars. And that's what, for me, that is something that I would like to come out of the theater saying, maybe she won't be my favorite, but I'll be like, she is the most interesting character this franchise has ever seen.
Yeah, and I love that, man. That's beautiful what you said. Like, I want her to be my favorite character at the end of the movie. I think that's a great way to go into it. Like, I do this with every Star Wars. I want it to be my favorite movie when I walk out of there. I want it to be my absolute favorite Star Wars movie when all is said and done.
Yes.
And I think that that's been pretty much the course I've been on since Force Awakens, all throughout these movies, and I'm sticking to it. I want Rise of Skywalker to be my favorite. I think there's a good chance it will be, because it's got Sheev in it.
Yes.
So it's already a notch up. Plus, it's long. So there you go. I will just keep sticking with that mode of mine and keep sticking with, whatever it throws at me. My theories are going to be wrong. My theories are going to be right. Whatever. I'm going to have a good time. And I want it to be the best Star Wars has ever been. And then when Brian Benioff, Weiss, whatever the hell that is in 2022 comes out, I want that to be my new favorite Star Wars movie too. Just keep upping the ante-Disney. That's all you got to do.
Destin is in the Netherlands. Ooh, I don't know when. So I guess tickets tomorrow would make sense given the time difference. Oh, the Avengers site crashed and they got everyone free popcorn. I'm trying. Sorry, and I'm just looking through. I'm just looking through everything. People love Star Wars, love sequel trilogy. Star Wars is the War in the Stars. Please pray. I'm gonna pray for you, Destin. I want you to get your tickets first thing tomorrow. No crashing. But if you get free popcorn, let it crash.
Oh yeah.
Let's see what's going on here. That there is live ESP. Guys, I think there is a site called 123 TV now. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did. And my dad is texting me, did you get tickets? This is my dad who didn't like The Last Jedi or Solo or The Force Awakens.
Tell him there's a train. Tell him there's a train in The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh God. He still doesn't understand why there's a train in Solo. December 19th. My dad, he loves Star Wars though. My mom has loved all of them. Right now, 131 people watching me. We want to know what time the trailer drops. Love your channel. Thanks, Preston.
Thank you, Preston.
So Preston, the trailer is dropping at halftime. There's no time. I'm guessing
Halftime.
9. I'm gonna say 9:15. 9:30.
Doesn't New England know how to lose? What is this BS? I hate when teams get on this this whole thing where they're like, "Oh, we always win." It's not fair.
Here, Alex Hahn has a
And I don't even care about football.
live trailer reaction is happening. Yes. Anywho, if they're bringing back, this is from Alex Hahn. Anywho, if they bring him back Emperor, better bring back Luke too. Otherwise, I'm going to boycott. LOL. I think Din always talked about, when we had Din from F105, when he was always on, he was always talking about how George Lucas wanted this battle, this Force Ghost type battle. And I think it would be cool to have Luke versus ShiVP in that capacity. But here's my thing, Andrew. If you go that route, my issue with this now is the sequel trilogy has set up these new characters, and we are essentially following Rey, Finn, Poe, Kylo, Hux, and all of them. Would that take away? And I want to ask the fans of the sequel trilogy. If anyone is here who just got into Star Wars from the sequel trilogy, you weren't in it with the prequels, and you weren't fans of the original trilogy. I hate Patriots, by the way. I hate the Patriots. I want to know their opinion of this. Is if they went that direction of Force Ghost Luke versus Force or Sith Force Palpatine, would that take away from the movies at all for you? That's what I want to know. Because for me, Andrew, it wouldn't, but I've been around since day one, essentially. I mean, not really, a few years later, but you know what I mean? Like, so I could be like, oh, I can get it behind this. But when you step back, I'm almost looking at it like, but they're not the point of these.
Yeah, I see what you mean. They're not the point of these, and that might alienate really younger fans. But at the end of the day, I think that's the crapshoot that Disney agreed to when they said we're making 7, 8, and 9. Like you said earlier, if they didn't want to alienate those young fans who just grew up with 7, 8, and 9, they should have called it something else than 7, 8, and 9. I mean, how many times do we see that happen where you have a movie come out, like at Ghostbusters 2016, where we're like, oh, cool, Ghostbusters 3. Oh, no, it's not really 3. It's just a reboot. And like that happens all the time. Something comes out and it should be, blank 2 or blank 3. It should be a sequel title, but they're just like, nah, we're just going to give it the same title as the last one and nobody's going to care. And people always get kind of testy because they're like, why don't you just make it a sequel? Why are you unnecessarily restarting this thing? And I think Disney is one of the few people who took that risk with Star Wars. And they said, look, there's no way that we're just going to reboot the story, so forget that. And we could start with a totally fresh story from a different point of view, from different characters, whatever, but let's hold out on that because people really loved Luke, Han, and Leia, so let's show Luke, Han, and Leia. And they said, well, let's just make part 7 because that's what people want. I think that is the best way they could have done it, but it also comes with that risk, but it's a much smaller risk. It's a much smaller group that you're alienating than if you had just said, this is Star Wars Episode 1 of a new thing, and it's about Jim, and Jim is a Salacious Crumb type figure who hangs around on planets with palm trees and just throws coconuts at people. Like, people would have been like, oh, this is not my Star Wars, thank you very much. You would have run into that Ghostbusters problem. And I think that Disney was smart to avoid it. Even though, you're going to get alienated no matter what, might as well be that small group. There's that mystery to it. The kids watching this have that mystery where, like, the same mystery that we felt with Luke when we were sitting in Episode 4 being like, ooh, what's the Clone War? Who's this person? What's all this? What was Obi-Wan's deal? Who's this Emperor I keep hearing about? Now those kids are feeling that same mystery, like, oh, who's Anakin? What's all this? Who's that lady that looks like the girl from Thor? Why is this all happening? That's going to be part of the mystery, part of the charm for them. And then they're going to be like, hey, I want to know what the rest of this story is. It fits. It all fits.
Yes.
That's my 2 cents.
Sorry, I'm looking. Theaters are booking up. All these people are.
Oh, yeah.
Our good friend, I'll call him Austin. He just sent one where his theater's completely fully singing IMAX 6 p.m. on the 19th. Everyone's coming in. I feel like we're doing like live coverage of something like well, it's all coming in around the country. Everybody is filling up here, and we're all running, and everybody's all excited. My friend Daryl, Daryl, his sister just bought tickets for December 20th. John Hine just gave us $1. Thanks, John. That's
Hey,
awesome.
John, thank you.
We got a super chat from Heidi Fetter, and it is actually going to be a lot of fun for us to. Here we go. Ready? What if Rey was supposed to be the dark side chosen one? I'll go first on this one because here's why. We can listen to Freddie Prince's rant.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've ever listened to George Lucas talk, he always talks about the Force. There's the light side and there's a dark side, and they need each other to balance the other one out. It's not that the light side needs to be in power; it's that there is no power. They need to be equal. So, that being said, this actually you could actually disregard this comment with that phrase. However, you can also say, when Emperor and Vader died and there were no more Sith, there was no more dark side. And if there's no more dark side, then all you have is Luke and the good side, and it needs the dark side. And to do that, you need the dark side version of Anakin. You need someone to balance it out once again, and then you would have Rey. So it's very plausible to me. It's a really cool concept. I love the Dark Rey idea. I'm not sure that Dark Rey is going to last for very long, and I'm not sure that Rey herself even knows that a Dark Rey exists. Andrew, take it.
First of all, I just want to state for the record here that in the midst of that frenzied ticket buying attempt and frenzied card updating, I got 4 messages / notifications from 4 different people that were all completely unrelated to what was going on that just happened to come in at that time. That never happens. I never get messages from people. I don't get it. I think that balance has always been important, and it's been stressed not only by George but by Dave Filoni. And I've talked about it before about how there was other stories have done a very similar thing, like that HBO show Carnival. Carnival had this really cool thing where it was there's an avatar of dark and an avatar of light, and they have to meet and battle, and then when they finish their battle or when they die, whatever, new ones are born in their place. And those ones have to meet. And the idea of somebody like Rey being born as an avatar of darkness to balance out the light, that is something very cool. And that is something that I've been loving and praying for since day one of seeing Rey cope with a revelation that she's meant to be the continuation of an evil regime, and how she's like, no, I don't want that. I'm a nice person. And having, except much more profound than that, but having to deal with it in that way would be so interesting.
Sorry, the Patriots just ruined my day. Okay, so the trailer's going to drop at halftime. People are asking when. I think it's good. They're going to go to halftime. They'll do that was a terrible period for the terrible half. God, for the Jets. Let's go over to blah blah blah.
The Jets have beautiful helmets.
They do. That's why I like the
Jets helmets are gorgeous. Yeah.
I was gonna wear my Brett Favre jersey, but anyway. So the half is gonna end. They're gonna throw to the table. They'll be like blah blah blah. When we come back, blah blah blah. Now let's go over to blah blah for blah blah, and then they'll go and they'll show the trailer, and we'll all be like, we'll be reacting to it. Andrew, I must tell you, this is a live trailer reaction. We need to be as animated as humanly possible here.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Because y'all know me. You know how I watch things like this.
I can't see you.
Just never moving a muscle. Quiet as a mouse. Still as an autumn morn, I think. But... yeah.
So I'm going. Dastin says, is this the one, Dastin? If Kylo would turn to the light side, which color would his lightsaber be? I need answers.
Oh, I need answers too. I think blue, because that's what color it was when he was a young lad sleeping in his tent.
Does Disney not like the green saber?
Yeah, they really.
I'm a huge fan of the green. Andrew, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the green blade. I guess because I grew up when I was born a long time ago, but the first 2 Star Wars movies were already made, and the third one came out when I was very young, and so I definitely became a fan of Return of the Jedi the most. That was the one. It has Ewoks and it has everything I loved in it. So the green lightsaber has always been my favorite. But I'm gonna go. I think blue. You're right. Also, you're right. I think it'd be blue. They probably give them blue. I think that's boring. Everybody's got blue. I would go green if I were them. I would go green. Green would be the color that I would pick because, it would separate him from Rey. We're just gonna sell all blue lightsabers. Well, that's boring. I want Rey.
Yeah, exactly.
I want Rey to get a lightsaber in this movie that is purple. That is what I want, or yellow, or orange. Purple, though. I love the purple blade. Maybe because it was only Mace Windu.
Sorry.
That was awesome. But maybe because Mace is the only one we've seen with a blue saber, or a purple saber. I really, really want, a purple one coming up. And I said this before, I want Rey to get her own blade, man. I want her to have her own. I know, look, you could take Anakin's saber and be like, nope, this is called Rey's now, and everybody can get all pissy about it. But it's always going to be Anakin's, it's always going to be Luke's, and then it's going to be Rey's. That's just the order of things. It's but it's not really her lightsaber. It's Anakin's lightsaber. Even when it was Luke, it was Anakin's lightsaber. I want her to have her own. That's what I want. I would, and I want it to be slick and cool, like Dooku or something,
Yes, I want her hilt to look unique. I know we've seen it for 9 movies now. Still, I would have trouble, and this is me, I would have trouble picking out Anakin/Luke/Rey's saber out of a crowd of other sabers. So give her a unique hilt, something for us to be like, that's different, that's special.
86 says, we're all waiting together, guys. Loving it. Yeah, I love it too. We're all waiting. We're all sitting here watching this movie or watching this football game, waiting for this thing. It's awesome. This is what Star Wars is all about, though. This is what Star Wars is about. It's about us coming together, having a good time talking about it. You don't like it, you don't like it. You like it, you like it. It's fun. I want Rey to have a light side color of her dark side lightsaber. Ooh, yeah, that dark side lightsaber was dope. Where can I watch this football game live, free via the internet? Given Toe, I don't know. Maybe somebody here can help you out. Hold on, I'm going to lose this because 2 programs are recording at the same time. So
number 55 just grabbed number 14 and spun him around like a ballerina.
Andrew is like the Tony Romo of this broadcast. He is fantastic. ESPN.
You mentioned earlier, you were going to wear a Brett Favre shirt. And every time I hear that guy's name, I always think of There's Something About Mary.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Frank D wants a Star Wars movie that's not a diarrhea dump. I have a feeling he hasn't been happy with the movies that have.
Yeah, sounds like you're not impressed, Frank D.
He is like Shania Twain. Okay. All right. Just going through everything. Darth Ward is very happy. If anyone is missing Darth Ward on the channel, he will be coming back. We had a conversation today. He will be coming back to do stuff. It's 9 o'clock here. It's 9 o'clock here as well. Eastern time zone represent. Love you guys. It's awesome to be here. So Jets suck. That is the most accurate thing I've read in the chat all day.
Jets suck.
Okay.
You know, it doesn't suck. Their helmets. Their helmets don't suck.
Red Wolf says someone at me. Yeah, their helmets are great. TD called back. Fumble stands though. Are any of you currently watching the game? And let us know when it happens. Purple, yellow because she has a ray of light. Ooh, yellow lightsaber.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah,
so,
she's a ray of light.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. The chat is going at a really fast pace for me, and I'm blind, and I'm really trying to read it. Here, that films are good, way better than the sequels.
How do I read the chat? Is it possible? I'm gonna try to help you.
Yeah, go on. Okay, I'm not gonna send you this link.
Okay.
Just go on the
YouTube.
YouTube.
Hold on.
Just go on YouTube.
I've done that right now. Here I go. There you go, guys. There's a little musical interlude for you.
I heard somebody message me. So look, this is the thing. I'm staying away from leaks, but somebody messaged me 2 things. One of them was that Duel of the Fates is going to be in this movie.
Oh,
Like,
that's
okay.
right.
And I said, you know what? That's a leak I'm okay with because it's not ruining a plot. I don't want the plot. Just keep your plot away from me. So that was okay. Hi, Andrew, says Blanca. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. You're in the chat. I see what's happening. This is how
Yeah.
this is how bad I
All right.
read. I'm like, happy to be with you guys for this momentous moment. Not long now. Oh, hold on. I have to show this. Does anyone know where I can watch the trailer live?
This is so surreal seeing a delayed thing of what I just
Yeah,
did
I
like
know.
20 seconds ago. It's like I'm time traveling. Yes, Bianca, if I see across the or hear across the stars, I will weep because that is my favorite. That is my favorite song.
Like I love race theme quite a bit, but the prequels have, I would say, the best overall music score.
Yes.
Of the Star Wars as a whole, I would say. I mean, does that change after Rise of Skywalker or this touchdown that's about inevitably going to happen? Maybe. But got my ticket still. I hope there is a third poster for the film. 2 a.m. in England. It's a miracle. I actually made it. Oh, here we go. Red Wolf is back.
Oh, Red Wolf. Wow. Thank you, Red Wolf.
Do you want to take this one, Andrew, and mention
All
it?
right. Hashtag Rebel Fam. Almost at 100 viewers. Thanks so much for supporting these guys. They are the most passionate, tenacious fans I've ever seen. Well, maybe I am. I don't know about James. Show your support.
I don't even like Star Wars. I prefer Star Trek.
Thank you so much, Red Wolf. He said, show your support. May the force be with you all. And also with you, Red Wolf. That is so nice. Thank you. Kylo Ren getting a gray lightsaber, letting the past die.
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what? Ahsoka's white lightsabers, I feel like that would fit in 100% with the Rise of Skywalker. I just feel like that would fit. You know, it would not look out of place to see a white one.
Yeah, I mean, could we talk about Ahsoka for a minute?
Yes, we
Do you
can.
think that's allowed? Do you think Ahsoka's allowed to step foot in the Rise of Skywalker?
Ahsoka, I don't think she might have a cameo where she doesn't talk. But I don't think it's going to be like a full-on thing where she's like, hey guys, I'm Ahsoka. You might remember me from such animated series as Resistance.
Joshua Lucas is messaging me. Should I take it? Whatever.
Josh,
Josh,
put it in a
I'm
voicemail.
live on YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Josh, what are you doing?
On YouTube as well, sir. So thank you very much. Guys, we got James Brazile here from the Rebel Scum podcast, and am I throwing your vibes off?
No, I'm totally into it. Everybody here is like, what is the Den of Nerds? And I'm saying it's a very small.
It's a very huge channel. Yes, I know. So James, everybody over here wants to know what you think about Anakin. Are we getting Anakin in this trailer or what?
Haha, we actually in the trailer. Okay, so we haven't got that far in our conversation yet.
Tell Josh I am his father. First of all.
Andrew Fantasia says you are his father. He is your father. Okay, did you get your tickets, Josh?
That's why I call him Daddy. But the question remains: are we going to see Anakin Skywalker in this trailer? I need the Rebel Scum podcast take.
Andrew, are we going to see Anakin in the trailer?
No, they're saving him,
No,
baby.
they're saving
They're saving that.
him.
That's
See,
a loaded gun.
Josh, I got to tell you, I'm really worried they're going to spoil Anakin in this trailer. I'm full brocking it. I'm 50-50 on Anakin in this trailer. No Anakin.
Okay.
Oh my God, they're going to put Anakin in it now.
He says no Anakin. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. It's been nice sharing a live stream with you. It's a shame that I got to call you in the middle of us both live streaming to get you on a video, but, just hopefully we'll share that up soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, enjoy your stream, and I hope you guys enjoy the trailer. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you. Let me know when I'm wrong. Bye.
Force be with you, Josh.
Bye.
Andrew says force be with you. Bye. So that's Josh Lucas, Den of Nerds. If you haven't seen his channel, don't. It's terrible. Anakin is going to be a surprise. I hope so. I remember the hatred it got when the sequels are getting the same thing. The sequels are getting the same hate as the prequels. Star Wars fans love Star Wars. Star Wars non-fans hate Star Wars. About 9 to 10 and a half, so probably... Yeah, I'm thinking 20 minutes to go as well until we get the trailer. Just so you guys just catching up. So that's Josh. Like I said, I mentioned that earlier. I was talking to Josh earlier today. We're hoping to record something tomorrow. And Josh and I, and Andrew, I'll let you know later, but we're planning something super cool for Star Wars Celebration together. We're planning something together at Star Wars Celebration, so that should be fun. I
like super cool things.
Yeah, it should be fun. 9 minutes can be an hour in football. Yes, it can, but it's the first half. It's the final 2 minutes
the
of
second half.
I mean, no, it's the second quarter.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Sports. My friend just got me tickets to go see Star Wars on Friday night as well.
Oh wow. We got a question from I hope I'm saying this right. Ragism Rotsrocken. I'm so sorry if I said that wrong. Do you think it's possible that Chewie dies from the old Death Star falling upon him? That would be kicking us while we're down.
What if the movie... Andrew, here's how the movie starts. Ready? Opening
Yes.
crawl, space. Camera goes up. It goes up. It Attack of the Clones up. Okay?
Mhm.
Death Star 2 plummeting down. Then it dissolves 30 years later. The Falcon flies in, lands on a planet. Chewie, Rey, Finn, Poe get off the Falcon. Rey's like, I must take the other humans. And they all leave. And Chewie's like, nah, and he stays. And the Death Star lands on him and the Falcon, and both are gone forever.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. And then another ship is going to show up, and it's going to be Maz. And she's going to be like, what happened here? And somebody else is going to be like, that's a story for another day.
Can I just say one more time, thank you to Red Wolf for that last super chat.
Yes, thank you, Red Wolf.
That actually, that's why we do it. I think when I first mentioned the live streams, this was the one that we had in mind. We're like, this is important to us. Is sitting here waiting for this trailer with all other Star Wars families, like the Star Wars family community, watching together, waiting for it, anticipating it. It's kind of like our New Year's Eve. It's like, this is like, what's coming? Because we can all sit here and watch this trailer together virtually, but when we go see the movie, we're not going to have this. I mean, the movie's going to be amazing, but like the experience, we'll go see it and then we'll record something or go live, but it'll all be staggered. Not everybody's going to get to go see it on a Thursday. Some people on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a week later. You never know, right? So, and look, we're going to be very cautious with spoilers. We'll whenever we spoil something, we will let you know we're going to spoil it. The plan is when we do see the movie, we're going to do a non-spoiler review, a spoiler review. Andrew, I'm hoping you and Rob will give your review also, and then we'll do like a live roundtable discussion. And then, of course, New Year's Day, we're going to be doing our ranking Star Wars, which is going to be totally awesome. That ad just came on for the trailer coming up, too.
Oh, yeah, there it is. BB-8's rolling across the screen there. All right, coming up at halftime. Yeah.
Better than New Year's Eve, I sleep through New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's, most people do. 8:10 a.m. here. I believe that's, I won't say where you are, but good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for spending morning with you. I have my ticket at 10 p.m. here in New Jersey. Awesome Horizon. I've been to New Jersey. Have you been to New Jersey, Andrew?
I have not been to New Jersey. No, I have not even been to Old Jersey. But my friend and I we're really into the Legend of the Jersey Devil.
Yes.
I actually have these two books. I have these books. Hold on, I'm going to try to get one of them right now. Hold that thought.
I don't stay up until 2. I don't either. The minute I turned 30, I was in bed by 10. This is the latest I've been up in a week and a half. I took tomorrow off of work, guys. I'm not even joking.
All right, I'm back. Who's from New Jersey?
New Jersey is Horizon Brave.
Horizon Brave. Tell me if you've ever heard of this. There was this magazine that came out called Weird NJ, and then they took all the pieces of the magazine and put it into these hardcover books. And it's basically like urban legends and like strange, weird things and weird happenings.
You've
like
shown me that book in
UFO sightings. Yeah, I have. And it's all in and around NJ, like with local heroes and villains. Like it's really cool because I like, local ghost stories and like, the eerie paranormal side of like Americana, just rural Americana, and this is full of that. And apparently it became so popular that they made one for every state. But Weird NJ was the OG. This is where it started. So I don't know if you heard of this or not, but check it out if you haven't. This stuff's right in your backyard if you live there, and it's cool. Like, look, there's devil stuff. This is like a Halloween book right here.
Yeah, that's cool. So I've been to Red Bank and I visited Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash, where I met Walt Flanagan. Andrew, did you hear me? Oh, he went off headset. Andrew!
I'm here.
I was saying I went to Red Bank and I went to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash and I met Walt Flanagan.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew you'd be jealous. Everyone, yeah, give us a like and give us a like if you're not subscribed. You don't want to, fine, that's fine. But a like would be really cool. That helps us out a lot on the channel. It means a lot to us. It does mean a lot to us that you guys are all here chilling with us, watching or waiting to watch the trailer for the Rise of Skywalker. The final. This is the. I mean, look, the international one's gonna come, but this is the final Skywalker saga trailer, possibly ever. I tend to think that we're gonna get something down the road, but I mean. You know, I mean, we thought this was Revenge of the Sith, but this is it. This is it.
Until Benioff and Weiss do their thing, this is it for these guys. I legit think that this is. I think this might be the last time we ever see Luke and definitely Leia. Yeah, I think we're really gonna say goodbye to some people. I don't think we're gonna say goodbye to Chewbacca because they just found a new fresh-faced guy to play Chewbacca. He's been doing a great job. He's part of like the family now. Like he is a Star Wars guy through and through now. I can't imagine them, you know, pulling aside Jonas Schwartzman and be like, "Hey, you're doing an amazing job, but that's it. See ya. We don't need you anymore because it's over." I don't know how they would throw Chewie in something else, but like he's perfect. He is the next Chewie as far as I'm concerned.
2-minute 2, Michael. He says 42-0 at the half. Give him a plug. Yes. Subscribe to his channel right there.
Horizon Brave makes an interesting comment. This is the last time we see the crawl. I'm calling it. I hope you're wrong, Horizon Brave. I hope the new movies have crawls too, because they're just special. It's just a special thing, man. And I would be sad if I never see it.
I'll say this. I understand what they were doing with Rogue One and Solo with not having the crawl. But Solo was weird because they put the text at the beginning. I know how you don't like text at all. For me, it felt like I was watching what I think. If Disney Plus had been around, I think Solo would have lived on Disney Plus from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of opening works for that environment. Whereas I think, look, the crawl is... That when the music hits, when Star Wars hits the screen and the crawl comes up, it's nobody sits there and goes, well, I'm not getting goosebumps. Anybody that hates The Last Jedi will tell you when they sat there and that happened, they're like, Star Wars, let's do this. And then, you know, eventually they didn't like it, whatever. But the minute that hits, it doesn't matter which movie you're watching, Attack of the Clones, Last Jedi, Force Awakens, New Hope, that music hits and you're just like,
yeah.
This is it. This is it. Because John Williams brings his A game every time, and that score, and the crawl is part of it, and the crawl is so Star Wars. Like think about parodies to Star Wars. The crawl is crucial to that, and so I get what they were doing with Rogue One, but they're not doing those anymore. Those stories don't exist anymore, and when they are going to exist, they're going to be on Disney Plus. So I think you give us the crawls, man. You go back there and you give us those crawls.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I just want to answer a quick question from Stan Solo, Phil Staniforth, one of our Patreon homies, who asked me. He says, first of all, he says, Andrew, Super Chat is not so super. It's unavailable in my area. Just wondering if Side Scroller is on Kindle yet. And yes, Side Scroller is on Kindle or paperback, whichever you prefer. On Amazon, just go there, type in my name, Andrew Fantasia, and Side Scroller. You'll see it. It's big and orange, and it looks like this. And you can get the paperback if you choose, or you can get the Kindle if you prefer. But they're both there.
I have my copy, and I use it as Kindling all the time.
He defaced it almost immediately.
No, you actually signed it for me on New Year's Day this year. Patriots are killing the Jets. Thanks, Max Winter. I want to see the Jedi younglings who got killed from Anakin. Ooh, that's...
Oh, their ghosts are coming back.
Rogue One was the crawl. That's Heidi's right.
Yes.
I mean, Rogue One. That was the thing John Knoll actually said. He goes, well, this is like, now you're putting a crawl in the crawl. I completely get it. I'm not... Rogue One felt like it didn't need a crawl when you watched it, especially. Mm-hmm. But the font, God, that Rogue One font. I love Rogue One to death, but that title font is just WTF on this one.
See, and I think Rogue One is a perfect example of how you can absolutely 100% do a great, powerful, oomph Star Wars opening without a crawl. Solo, I felt, was a Star Wars opening without a crawl. So you can have a good movie with like you can open great without the crawl. I'm not saying that's the only way to open a movie because Rogue One proved it can open really well, but without it, you definitely feel that you're missing something. Yes, Rogue One did not need one, but if they decide to go no crawl from now on, I just hope they go the Rogue One route rather than the Solo route when it comes to how they open their film.
I just gotta say, I can't believe the NFL season's 6 weeks old.
What, 6 weeks old?
The NFL season. Like, it feels like just yesterday it was September and sunny outside. By the way, I did practice my best Janet today. I shot 50 arrows outside.
Oh my goodness.
So that was a lot of fun. Got to do that. I hit the bullseye 0 times, but I did hit the target, but I hit the bullseye 0 times. Last time I hit it once, this time 0. I'm not very good at it. I want to do it. Andrew, let's go into our Never Tell Me the Odds for the trailer. We're coming up on it. We got to do our odds. What we're going to see in the trailer. I will go first because I don't know if you wrote any of them down or we're ready for this. I sent you a rundown. You need to start reading those.
Oh, yeah. You sent me the rundown and everything. And do you want me to there was an email you sent me and you asked me, said I might have to read it. You don't know yet.
No. We got a lot. Look, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/rebelscom podcast. We'll promote it on the podcast. We got some cool stuff coming up on the podcast. November 12th, we've got a Good Will Hunting where you explore Mandalore. But we have some other cool things coming. But you'll talk about that on the that's more for the podcast, not the live stream. This is just we just like to have fun here. This is our fun conversation. The business is over there. The business. Anyway, let's do Never Tell Me the Odds. What Never Tell Me the Odds for the Rise of Skywalker trailer. I'll go first. The odds of hearing Zori Bliss speak in the Rise of Skywalker trailer. We saw Entertainment Weekly released that photo of her. They're clearly pushing Zori Bliss. She was in the Vanity Fair, and she's now in this. She's on the posters, or one of the posters. So, will we hear her speak?
The odds are. Oh wait, sorry. They just showed. There's a car commercial with like an astronaut, and it freaked me out because I saw a spaceship, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. The odds of hearing Zori talk, I'm going to go 30%. I think that her voice is going to be special. It's not going to just sound like Kerry Russell with like a Bane mask, like, oh, hello. I think it's going to be something special. So I think it'll be good to hear something like that in a trailer, but I don't know if they'll tip their hand yet. So I'll go 40 because I think it's pretty likely.
I'm going to go 51%.
Ooh,
I'm trying to avoid full Brox tonight.
I know, yeah. They're such an easy out.
So I'm going to go 51 because I think, look, they've been prepping her, and she'll probably be like, we need her. That's what,
yeah.
And maybe we won't even know it's her, but on December 19th, 20th, whatever, we'll all be like, that was Zori Bliss. James was right.
Okay. You ready for mine?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to say it anyway. What are the odds we see in this trailer more of Dark Rey?
Can I just say this is the most comfortable I've ever done any kind of podcast? I'm just like lounging right now. It's like, hold on, let me get this pink pillow. Just relax. I need popcorn. Carlos, my rabbit's over there. He's still sick. Carlos, give me some popcorn. Hey, buddy.
Fetch him the popcorn, Carlos.
Yeah. My dog Haley she's laying down just like staring at me. Okay. More Dark Rey, 0%. No, I'm not going to go 0. I'm going to go 7.2%.
I'm also going to go low. I'm going to say about I'll go 8% because she's such a big deal that I'm still flabbergasted we saw her at all. So the fact that we saw her almost makes me feel like maybe she's not a big deal, in which case maybe we'll see a bit more. Because I've even been hearing rumors, I don't even know where. I think I heard it when I was watching the last episode of Rebel Scum podcast, rumors of the movie having a time jump somewhere in the middle of the story. And if that time jump involves like, hey, Rey is bad, and then we jump forward, and she's been bad for a while, that might be a plot point. But again, why would you spoil that? Like, that's like a beginning of Endgame level time jump plot point. You don't want to give that away.
Right now you're getting 15% and 0%. Thank you, Great Jedi. That means a lot to us. We we just love Star Wars. We're talking Star Wars. We're like hanging out with you guys while we wait for a trailer to come on Monday Night Football, where the Jets are getting slaughtered. I think actually the 42-0 prediction might be coming true by Michael. I think that's going to be happening.
Oh, hold on. We have a comment from 86 who says, "I'll definitely be subscribing after tonight." Thank you, 86. Do you upload podcasts to Spotify?
We do. So this one, we do. The live one actually goes up usually the day after, and the podcast. So we try to put our podcasts up on Wednesdays, but this week it won't be on Wednesday. So everything goes on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and I think something else. I don't know. But yeah, we are everywhere. Thank you so much. That's awesome. My next odd, the odds of Shivi P talking to Kylo Ren in the trailer.
Ooh.
And thank you, 86. Thank you for.
Thank you, 86.
Yeah, well, you already did, but thank you for mentioning that you would subscribe. That
helps.
That means a lot.
See, that's strange because I'm under the impression more and more that he was talking to Kylo Ren in the last trailer.
Possibly, yeah. But I mean, like, will we see them together on screen momentarily?
That's so hard. 16%. I'm still on the fence, even though everybody has known he's involved since April. I'm still on the fence of whether they're actually going to show Palpatine in the trailer or if they're going to save that. Because remember, James, showing Palpatine will almost, like, it depends, how careful they are. But if they show Palpatine, it will almost definitely answer the question of how he is returning and what way, shape, or form. So do they want to answer that question in the trailer is sort of where the crux of this odd lies. And I don't think they do. So I'm going to go low. I'm going to go 18.
Yeah, I'm going to go low too. I'm going to go 11.7 on that one. I want to see nothing.
Yeah.
I would love it if this trailer was just Rey, Finn, Poe, Chewie flying in the Falcon this Christmas. We're flying. Yeah, you're doing a great job, Rey. I'm kind of a big deal. And then it just goes December 20th. Tickets on sale now. But we're all like, we got our tickets. They just watched us. They just watched us spend 10 minutes with Andrew's card being compromised, trying to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I just saw a commercial.
No, go on.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I just saw a commercial for what I had for dinner. Mucho Burrito has a ghost pepper burrito.
Yes.
And I had it for dinner,
Ooh,
but it's got like a sweet like jelly in it, and I don't like sweet with my burritos.
Ooh, really?
And in the commercial, the pita is red, and in real life it was not red. So
Really?
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah.
I almost got it. My friend Steve, I think he's watching right now. Steve, I want you to. He's commenting on Facebook Messenger. Let me know if you care about Andrew's opinion of the Mucho Burrito Ghost Pepper.
The answer to that question is, of course, we do.
Of course, yes, all the time. Here we go. Obi-Wan.
Typical Minds wants to know if we're going to stream the trailer on this stream when it comes on. I don't think we can do that.
Can't do that.
No.
Sorry, but we will put, I guess, separately, or I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. You'll hear it, hopefully. I'll turn up my volume, but we just don't have the rights to it. And, I just imagine we're doing all this, and then just YouTube's like, copyright, you're done. And just cut us off. We don't have the rights. We try to do everything by the rule book. So sorry, I'm just kidding. Anyway, do we have more odds, or was that it?
I have my last.
Your last odd.
Yeah.
This
Okay,
did not
guys.
take as much time as I thought it would. I want Hayden in the movie too, and I'm not even a fan of the prequels. I think that's I can't read. Lunatic Lua. Okay. It's the fair point, because you don't have to be a fan of the prequels, but you have to say, okay, this is a story. What is the story about? And the prequels, whether you like it or not, are a part of that story. You don't have to like them. You don't have to like the originals. You don't have to like the sequels. But you have. But if you don't like them, it's weird. Not the prequels. Like, if you don't like the sequels, you should like the sequels. because you're going to go watch the next sequel. But if you've been invested in so long that I think characters are validate the prequels is what I'm trying to say. Give that storyline, maybe not the effects or Dexter Jetsters or Jar Jar Binks, but you give that storyline some respect and validate it, and you bring that in here and you say, guess what? I'm Sheevy P. I created Anakin S. You were born out of, and also guess what? You are a Palpatine. Not only are you a Palpatine, but that would make Kylo Ren also a Palpatine. So they are related. Now, go make Reylo babies.
I hope he actually says that.
Yeah. So no mucho burrito ghost peppers on road trips to Kingston. That's just gambling with your life. You didn't sell them.
Yeah, don't do that.
Almost there. Yeah. Jim Holtz, almost there. 3 minutes. So I would give this probably another hour and a half before the trailer comes
Yeah,
out.
because it was 7 minutes, and I could swear that was at like 9 o'clock.
There's a lot of stoppages. Look at that. The Jets are coming back to win this.
Of course they are.
Never tell me the odds. The Jets getting a touchdown or scoring a point. Period. This game.
4%. All right. Are you ready for my final odd?
Bring it.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on my volume. I have to get my volume ready. Yep. Go on.
So we got a crazy pop in the first trailer by hearing Palpatine's laugh. We got a crazy pop in the second trailer by seeing Dark Rey. So I think that if they're gonna give us a pop, they want a different way of doing it. I think it might go down this way. What are the odds that this trailer, guys, shows us a planet from original or prequel trilogies?
100%. Okay. I can't go 100. 99.9% original. Prequel. I'm gonna go 50.2. What about you? Here's my thought process. I think. Okay, so the prequel trilogy is technically the beginning of the Skywalker saga, but the real beginning is the original trilogy. It all starts with Luke, right? Like that's the true beginning of these films is the original trilogy and Luke. And so I think you go back to that. That's what I think. And I think the prequel trilogy has a lot of cool planets and a lot of importance on those planets. But what story are they finishing and why? And I just think, if you look at the original trilogy, Tatooine is the one for me that would make the most sense. I think we all thought it was coming back in The Force Awakens. I've been thinking Mustafar is going to show up a lot, so I'm going to stick with my 51.1 and my 99%.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with 33%. I think that it is. I think we're going to see one in the movie. And I think that showing it in the trailer would get a nice reaction, but you're right. What's the story they're finishing? Maybe save that more deep lore stuff for the film. But I think 33% is a good way to go. And I see your woo, and I do another ow.
Let's have a million conversations going on. Look, people, and look, if anybody leaves here to watch the trailer fresh on YouTube or online, that's fine. We're not going to be offended if you ditch us for that. But we will be watching along. If you want to watch along with us, that means a lot. We'll be talking about it a little bit after too. We'll go as in depth as we can, but we will do other videos and podcasts about the trailer leading up to it when we have more time to really go into it. Moments away. Did anyone else get tickets for 27-hour marathon? I did not.
No, I didn't. I kept seeing like ads about it, and I was like, "How does that even work?" But okay.
Yeah, Rob did the Avengers one where it was the 6 movies, which led up to, was that Age of Ultron or the first Avengers movie?
Ooh, first Avengers. It sounds like it was only 6.
Yeah, so he did that, and he had to leave through Iron Man 2. He left to eat and went back for the end, and then I think he left through something else as well because it was just a bit much, he thought. And that was only 6 movies. I don't know. If anybody could do it, that's great. I can't. That's just not. I can't do it. It's a lot. I mean, I can do it from home. I might do it from home, but I can't do it. I can't do it there. So, oh, good. A diabetes commercial just came on. Are we close to this? Because now I'm seeing like these spots. They're getting.
Are your commercials different than mine? I have a commercial for Montana's right now.
What channel are you watching it on?
Well, I have Rogers, and
I'm watching it on TSN 3. Hold on, let me go to TSN 1. TSN.
I'm watching it on.
Well, you just got left. Okay, I went to TSN
Channel
1,
30.
Sonnet.ca.
Hold on.
I don't have Rogers.
Okay.
Hit the like
right
button.
Right now, I see guys doing push-ups, and there's a
No,
kid, and
I
they're
don't
pushing
have
the
it.
guy.
I have it. It's
Okay.
because I'm on Shaw, I guess. I thought it'd be the same commercials. Hold on. What TSN are you watching on?
I think it says 1. Let me see here.
Yeah, that's what I'm watching on. TSN
Wait,
4?
I can't. It's, you know what? That number is so small, I have to get up.
What is it
to
now?
see it.
What is it now?
Hold on. It's a couple, and they're now there's a guy with his arms crossed, and he's got power tools behind him.
Okay, that's what I'm on. I'm on the power tool one. I'm ahead of you.
Okay.
Heidi has a super chat. Hi, Heidi. Thank you so much. What if the pop is Vader breathing? What if the pop?
That's very likely, Heidi. You know what? And that's fitting, too. That's a great way to tie it in. Now, we did get breathing in the last one, so they would have to up the ante, maybe even show him. Or, like, show somebody reacting to the breathing. Like, Rey turns around and is like, oh, somebody's breathing in the room.
Well, we got Vader's helmet in the last one.
I think we did, yeah. But it
Or was it
also...
the first one. We got it in one of them.
In the blackness before the dark Rey, there was, like, a lot of sounds, and one of them, the most clear one, was Vader breathing.
Yeah, Vader is, and that's the thing with Hayden Christensen and Anakin Skywalker coming back, is, in The Last Jedi they kind of pushed it aside, but in The Force Awakens, Kylo talks to Vader's helmet, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Tell me, grandfather, I feel it," and all that stuff. And and we've seen the helmet now in the trailer for this one, so obviously that plays a part again, which tells you that Darth Vader, Anakin Skywalker, is an important part of this puzzle, of this finale. I just want to watch the movie. You know what I mean? Like, well, we bought tickets. Yeah, I'll see you in 2 months. See you in 2 months at the like 2 months yesterday, Andrew. 2 months.
By the way, everybody watching, if you want to hear a spot-on impression of Daisy Ridley, go back and watch our episode 9 prediction video we made last December, where James posits that Daisy is going to find a bunch of Force ghosts, a la Aragorn finding the ghosts in Return of the King, and her initial reaction when finding all these ghosts would be to look around and say, "It's the village of the damned."
We should repost that. Like we should intro it and just repost it like on November 20th. You know what I mean? Like for fun.
Yeah.
By the way, I did speak to Josh, and I want me, you, Josh, Brock, and Rob, if he's available, to do a Rise of Skywalker roundtable. We'll record that soon, but we'll put it up on the American Thanksgiving while you're eating turkey. You can listen to us ramble on about the Rise. We did it for Last Jedi. I thought it was a lot of fun, so I'd like to do it again. So Barry remembers.
One of the Patriots looks like he just broke his neck. That looked painful.
No,
he's okay.
That's just a touchdown.
Okay, good.
We're so close. We are, but we're not close enough. Andrew, what are 3 things you do not want to see in this trailer?
A spoiler.
But if it's
I
in a
don't
trailer,
want
is it
to
a
see.
spoiler? Well, I guess it could be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to see like Rey holding up Kylo's severed head. I don't want to see that same shot of Rey in the desert with the lightsaber, because we've seen that enough. And what's another thing I don't want to see? I don't want to see Sith troopers, because I'm good. I don't need, you're not going to get a wow out of me to show me a bunch of Sith troopers. If you had never revealed Sith troopers and kept that a complete secret and then showed it, then yeah. But right now I couldn't care less if you showed me a Sith trooper. So that's what I'm going with. What about you?
I don't want to see Anakin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see Luke.
Okay.
And I don't want to see anything past the half-hour mark of the movie. By the way, it is 2 hours and 35 minutes. I guess that's been confirmed because that's when we bought the tickets. That's how long it says it is. I don't actually, you know what? I got to say, Jedi fam, I do not want to. He wants to see the Knights of Ren fight a bit. I almost don't. I'm almost like, let's keep that for me. But I'm being selfish. If you want it, you can have it. But for me, I'm almost like, I'm a little conflicted. Brock is working. Yup. Not.
Brock, stop earning a living and get on the show.
He asked if we got a ticket for his girlfriend Reham, and I wrote down yep, but I only wrote YU, and it autocorrected to so so now it reads like I didn't. I shouldn't even fix that. There's 11. Yeah, we bought 12, so we bought one too many, I think. Yeah, better not see Anakin. I agree. I don't want Anakin. I barely even want CVP. I don't even want to see Palpatine in it. If we hear his voice, that's fine. But you know what? I would actually be cool if they Rogue One it and it's all stuff that's not in the movie. Just show me stuff that's not gonna make it. Do you remember Men in Black?
Ooh, yes.
Like the Incredible Hulk. The Bad Hulk movie, the Ang Lee one, when he's like, and it's just Eric Bana, and this was better than the movie. But Eric Bana is at like the sink in the bathroom. And he's like, it's just voiceover. Like,
oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And the camera pushed in on him. And then he's like, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And his eye went green. They should just do that. They should just do that. But it's Kylo. Kylo with a green lightsaber. And then he goes, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. And the lightsaber turns red. And that's the whole show. I want to see Sith Rey. Be awesome. I would be down to see more Dark Rey. But there might not be any more to see of her. Here's the thing. Why did we see Dark Rey, Andrew? Is it because they need to get people more excited? Or is it because they knew that would be a talking point? Or is it because it is so inconsequential to the plot that they felt that it was something cool enough that they could throw in there without disturbing the piece?
Initially I thought it was the last one, that it was just, look, this is not part of the plot. But we're going to make you think it's important by putting it in the trailer because it's a big, shocking thing. I thought that it was not a red herring, but just like, a distraction. Like they're dangling something in front of us to keep our eyes off the other hand, which is doing other magic tricks. Mm-hmm. So I'm so confused because Dark Rey, even if it meant nothing, that's such a big thing, and for JJ to show off big things in a trailer, that doesn't happen. Yeah. So it's either nothing or it's something, but there's other things that are even bigger.
But this could have been out of his hands. I don't think it would have been, because I don't think he would do this movie if anything was out of his hands. All right, I got a couple questions from Stan Solo, Patreon subscriber Stan Solo. What are the odds of seeing Lars Homestead in the trailer/movie? Trailer 0.9, movie 90.7.
Yeah, mine are going to be very close to yours. I would say trailer like 2%, movie 98%. The Lars Homestead is the beginning of Star Wars both times. Well, no, actually, no, it wasn't in Phantom Menace. I lied. But it is the beginning of Star Wars.
It ended Revenge of
the Sith. It's a bookend. You gotta stick with the bookends, and we have 39 seconds on the game clock.
More like 39 minutes. We got to go with Rageism. Says Ewoks in a third Star Wars movie would be like poetry. It rhymes.
It's like poetry.
Absolutely. I would look. There's that artwork of from Solo, a Star Wars story, of Chewie and an Ewok fighting Chewie.
Mm-hmm.
Look, the only thing is J.J. Abrams isn't a fan of these things, so that's why I think it'd be harder for him to bring them in. But maybe his eyes are more open. He's more into doing stuff like that. That's one of the things that I have to say with the Mandalorian that really excites me is that at Star Wars Celebration when Jon Favreau was like, we looked at the old EU books. We even looked at the holiday special. I mean, you're like, okay, you looked at the holiday special. That's ridiculous. But that just shows the level of fandom that they have and respect that they have. And that's something that Dave Filoni, that's one of the things that I personally really like about Dave Filoni when it comes to Star Wars. And when I don't know if you saw this interview when he talks about why IG-11 isn't IG-88, it's because he said, well, in the EU, some stuff might have happened to IG-88, and, you know, fans of that would be like, well, now you've changed it and blah, blah, blah. He's like, I didn't want to ruin that for them, so we just made him a different character because now the slate's clean. And it's like, that's awesome. Totally makes a lot of sense to me. It's respectful to not just Star Wars, but to the fans of Star Wars.
That is awesome, but at the same time, like, I really would love to see Bosk.
Yes.
And if EU is going to get in the way of that, I'd be kind of bummed, because it's like, I'm sure whatever happened in EU, you know, no offense, but, and I hate to be mean saying this, but I've read like 12 EU books and maybe 2 of them were good. Don't hate me, please. That's just my opinion. But like, if Bosk is in an EU book and that EU book is garbage, then just sweep it, and, you know, just take Bosk and just put him in canon. The EU book still exists, and if you love it, great. I'm happy you love it, and you can keep reading it, and it can still be your personal canon if you want it to be. But don't let characters rot in a book just because the book exists. You know, I mean, Disney changed canon for a reason, so take advantage of that if you can. Don't go nuts, but, you know, don't hold those things as too sacred just because they have the name Star Wars on them.
No, absolutely. But I think when it comes to someone like IG-88, you can turn him into IG-11.
Yes.
Because, you know, Hasbro's just going to make another damn figure of the same mold.
Mm-hmm. I think the only difference is he has a bandolier, right? Yeah. That's literally it.
I think so. It's pretty cool, but I'm not
Yeah.
rushed. But yeah, November 1st, I think, is when that Black Series comes out, for your information, Andrew Fantasia. For your...
Yeah, no, I want Gina Carano, and I want Jana, and I really want Zori. But,
well, Zori hasn't been announced.
Damn it.
Well, how could they not? They made the vintage figure of Zori, though.
Yeah, vintage.
16 seconds soon. Everyone is...
It's crazy.
Everyone is waiting. It's awesome.
It literally was 7 minutes at 9 o'clock. Like, that's not an exaggeration.
Yeah, well, the Patriots are like, and the Jets are like, hey, all the nerds are waiting right now.
Yeah.
Let's torture them. Torture them.
That locker room conversation was like, hey, guys, I know we got a game, but my nerdy cousin is tuning in to watch for the Rise of Skywalker trailer. I say, I don't know the rules of football, but as a football player, I should. But I think we should tiptoe around it and just drag this game out and just see what happens. And then I'm going to troll my cousin later on online media. And his team is like, yeah, let's do that. And that's what's happening right now.
Halftime is here, Andrew Fantasia.
Halftime's here?
The halftime show is up. Thank you, Al Schuler.
All right.
I've been looking around at 5 different screens right now. I've got this giant light in my eye. Am I going to enjoy this trailer? I don't know. We're on halftime, everyone. Here we go.
Here we go.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Genesis halftime show is coming. My rabbit is eating hay. You got your snack, Carlos. I got shout out Steve once again for me. Whatever. We're going to just sit here. I wish I had popcorn or beer. Monday Night Football halftime show. Anyway, so they're going to talk for a little bit here, so we're going to also have to talk. I missed the rest. Oh my god. Where's the trailer? Here's the one issue.
Okay.
I'm not ready. Here's the
thing. Yeah, they got to do their talking.
I think we're all going to be like a few seconds apart. So what we'll do, because we're probably last, Daniel, but what we'll do is we'll watch the trailer, we'll react honestly, and then we will give like a 5-second pause before we get into anything. And same with you guys in the chat too, of like just whatever. You know what? Have fun with this, man. This is a moment.
I'm not gonna listen to your reaction because of the time differentiation.
Yes, absolutely.
You're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Luke," and I'll still be looking at like BB-8.
Jim Holt's ready. YouTube better be ready. YouTube is about to crash. We're going to do this. This is going to be so much fun. Type away, guys, frantically. Just be typing. I'll be typing. Andrew's going to be typing. We're going to live review. Andrew, be as animated as you can. I'm going to have one headset off for this. We're going to go nuts. I would not be watching football if there wasn't a trailer, says Stephanie S. Al Schuler, it's about to go down. Go YouTube trailer for EU people. Pats are cheaters anyways. Come on. Guys, Cats trailer soon. Misconduct is here. She's just putting a whole bunch of words in. Misconduct. Anakin. Okay, Al, if you are watching this. Oh. All right, here we go.
And again, right now, my aunt just randomly
Here it
messages
comes.
me. Like right now.
Here it comes. You were the chosen one. Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
All right, Andrew, stop talking to me. Here we go. The trailer's on now, Benjamin.
Yep.
I'm totally into this now.
Of the final trailer for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Okay, I can do that.
Wicket.
Ooh, okay.
What? Holy mother of pearl.
Oh, I love the music so much.
Ah. Look at that blade. Oh. Yes, he does. Oh, that's rad. What?
No one knows it.
No.
Oh.
Babu. No.
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
3PO, do not break my heart.
Ha.
Horses!
Ha. Okay. Andrew.
I'm going to see Cats.
That was okay. Okay. So that was. I thought that was good. Andrew.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna hit
C3PO legitimately almost made me cry.
but
And
you know, I called that last week, right? I said that's the end of him.
No.
It has
I
to be the end
can't.
of him.
I can't.
He's-
I can't.
That was phenomenal, is what I'll say. Christopher was disappointed. Barry is everyone is this real? I'm fangirling right now. So I guess the big thing right there is Shivi P says you're here together, right?
Yeah, your coming together will be your undoing. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So my thought on this is you're right. She's a Palpatine, and he is also Palpatine because he was created by him. Because no, sorry, he Anakin, the Skywalker bloodline is going to him, and she is his bloodline, and they're coming together because something big is happening. What statue did they break down there? What was going on there?
Yeah, what was that black thing they broke? Again, they showed us that they were a team. They're working as a team.
Wow.
A big reveal to make. Now,
were they a team though?
I don't know. Like, what were they breaking?
Exactly.
And it was cool to see that throne room was like straight out of the Force Awakens art book. Remember? Like that was legit.
I will say, Peter Shredder from Slash Film said he visited the set and he said, "Pay attention to the Force Awakens art of book." He said that actually quite a few times. So shout out to Peter Shredder. I'm just playing this right now silently. And shout out to leaks confirmed. I haven't seen the leaks, so I don't know what's confirmed. It had Vader's roll off the top. I gotta watch this again. Oh my god, the imagery in this thing was phenomenal. I thought 3PO.
Can I say something about the music? I think it was the best music in any Star Wars trailer.
I think this is my favorite Star Wars trailer. Like legitimately, the Celebration Rise of Skywalker was my favorite before this. Now it's this one, and then maybe the Phantom Menace one.
Oh, okay.
And the Force will be with you, and then Leia saying always.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't move past the C-3PO saying one last look.
We'll get into that. We saw Babu Frick. We did.
How many times have I said this is C-3PO's big moment? And now it's here, and now I wish it wasn't, because I just watched the episode of Clone Wars today where he goes with R2 to go buy those fruits, and then Cad Bane kidnaps him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm all worried and flustered," and then Padme's like, "Oh, you did a magnificent job," and he's like, "Magnificent job." I can't watch. I can't say goodbye to C-3PO. I can't.
I can. I'm ready. I think I think it's just like R2. You shut him down for good. You have to shut them all down. My messages are going insane.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah. My friend Austin right now is saying, how spoilery is it? Should I watch? I'll say it's safe. I will say it's safe. Would you agree?
Yeah, I'd say that they really well. You know what? After that one scene with Kylo and Rey and the black thing,
yeah,
I don't know anymore.
Well, I just freeze framed that one right now. They want us to watch it again on YouTube. So if you want to pull up YouTube, we can do a countdown and watch it all together one more time.
Yeah, I'd like to do that as well.
So I'll go to, oh my god, my emails are going exploding right now. So let's go here, go to, oh, hello, everybody heard that. I don't know how to use this. YouTube.com, election night coverage, flying casual. Here we go. The final
It's already got 47,000 views.
Yeah, what's
already?
All right, so okay, how are we gonna? Okay, I'm gonna go on my phone. Give me a second here. We got to time this out for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I'll go here. All right. So let me go here and go hi. How are we gonna time this out though?
Well, I'm just hovering my thing over the play button, and as soon as you say go, I'm gonna hit play.
The problem is there's a delay with us and them though.
That's right. Well, I guess just as close as we can. I mean, how else do you time something like this?
I'm on right now. Right now. So I'm gonna on the chat. I'm gonna say it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna say okay. What? Everyone, get ready to watch on YouTube.
Okay.
And we'll watch again.
Everybody, hover over the play button.
Yeah, we'll watch again in like a couple minutes here. So C-3PO, obviously, they're really promoting the C-3PO aspect of it big time.
That's the first time in any Star Wars trailer that I can think of that we've had like a big pause where, the music quiets and it's like a big pause and a character says something, but what they say isn't like a, ooh, cool. What they say is like,
this is the end.
Beautiful. Yeah, like touching.
And I think that's early on, like 20 minutes in tops. And I don't think he's in the movie. I said that before. I don't think he's in the movie past that. I don't.
Stop saying these hurtful things.
No, it's
James.
true. It's
hurtful.
Not,
it's hurtful.
R2 was in this trailer more than he was in the last 2 movies. No, I still have this shot of it looks like Star Wars. You know, like it has that aesthetic to it, but it's also something grander. It has flashes of like Camino, like style planets and like the prequel era stuff and that ice thing that they're in. There's all these things about it that we're going to be going on a grand adventure, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So if everybody was able to let's watch C-3PO die again. Tackler Productions has to go to sleep. Good night. Good night. Good night. Luke,
good night. Thank you for joining us.
Let's have a moment of silence for Andrew. Hi, Pete here, Mr. Rez. Wow. Okay, so we're going to go to YouTube right now. Andrew, you got it up?
I do. It's the bar stopped loading halfway, so I hope I'll be able to play the whole thing. But
Mine
we'll see what
hasn't either.
happens.
So ready? I'm going to hit play in. I hope there's not an ad. In 5, 4, 3, 2,
3,
play.
2, 1.
I'm not listening to you. Oh, I'm listening here. Oh, I love that shot, by the way.
It's an instinct.
Who's talking?
That sounded like Poe.
Yeah. But why?
The Force brought us together.
They're all talking. It's everybody.
I know.
We're not alone. Good people will fight if we
And there's
lead them.
Dominic Monaghan.
Yeah.
People keep telling me they know me. No one does.
That line it gets me.
But I do.
Oh, yes, he does. Unmasked Kylo Ren. How long
have I waited,
beautiful.
and now you're coming together. Is your undoing.
Maverick.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
I think he's talking about his memories.
Confronting fear. It's the destiny of a Jedi. Your destiny.
Is that Vader statue?
It looked like it.
Palpatine.
The Force will be with you.
Always.
It's curious to me that they really play up like her like nobody knows me, and then she's clearly a hero at the end of that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so I think I'm gonna say this. I think C-3PO his comment on looking at his friends one last time. I think he's not referring to Rey, Finn, and Poe. I think he's referring to memories in him, and he's getting his memories taken from him being swapped with something else. That's what I think is happening there. I could be way wrong, and if I am, that's awesome because I have nothing to lose. That's what I hope.
I just noticed right now, I'm just looking through and freeze framing stuff. I didn't see it the first 2 times, but Zori Bliss is in the room there on the far left.
Which room?
In the droid room where C-3PO is talking to them.
And
She's
that
she's
EW
standing next to
and
Poe.
that EW picture has her holding something. Yeah, she's right there. Has something that looks like the back of 3PO's head. So
Yeah,
and I
the
like
thing
seeing the
that fit
wires.
right there.
I like seeing the wires. Very very Phantom Menace-esque. It takes me back to that where you see the naked 3PO. But for me, I don't know about you, but I think he's referring to the memories in his mind one last time. He could be. I mean, it obviously means he's being shut down for good or something else. But I think that's what I think. I think he's done. I'm curious why. why he'd be done. I hope it has to do with Anakin being the one that built him. But it'd also be kind of cool if his entire purpose through all 9 movies was to get to this point. If they made that a thing. They're like, by the way, you were built for this, 3PO. Anakin didn't know it, but this is why you were built. That would be kind of cool.
Right. Oh boy, this is gonna wreck me, James. This is going to wreck me. How about those horses? That was really neat. And I love that. The saga will end, but the story lives forever. Oh my god. I am wrecked.
The story lives forever, so that means R2 survives. Because R2's telling the story. So the only way R2 can tell the story is if he survives.
There's a really interesting thing that, my cousin just texted me and said they dropped the poster on Instagram as well. There's really, the shot before they strike the black Vader-y looking rock thing, Finn is running on the Death Star, and it looks like he's screaming like, no, stop.
Yes, he's running towards where they just were.
Yeah, and he's going like, Ray! Okay, yeah. That, and look at that, look where they are when they hit that black rocky thing. Look where they're standing. It looks like Cloud City /
It's like the Tantive 4.
Yeah,
which we see kind of in the thing.
So I have a feeling this is a vision then, because what else are they fighting?
And if you remember when we were still looking at rumors and theories, when we're still looking at theories, one of the theories was force fighting, force flashback fighting, where they would hit each other and then they would like jump to certain places.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So okay, April 20th.
That looks like that might be like if you freeze frame that shot when they're striking that thing, in the right hand corner, there's a bunch of, it looks like red pebbles and debris on the floor, like as if they already killed another one and now they're killing this one.
Oh, there's the poster. I'm gonna get the poster up for everybody. Give me a second. Let me save this thing. Sorry, Andrew. Sorry to.
That's okay.
Have you seen it yet?
No, I'm just going frame by frame here.
Okay, don't look at the poster. You can see it with everybody else on YouTube.
Yeah.
So let me go here. I'll go here. I go here. Poster. That's not what I did. I said poster. Where the heck did I save it to? Oh, this is stupid. Okay. That's not what I said. Save image as. Oh, I saved it in the wrong spot. Hold on. I'm not. What do
you think Rey is looking at in that final shot? Because she looks really happy. She looks at peace.
Maybe that's the end of the movie, dude.
They wouldn't dare.
They did it for The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
They did it for Amazing Spider-Man 2. That is absolutely correct.
They did it. Hold on, everybody. Just give me a second. Edit. Transform. Fit to screen. I'll just do this. Hold on. Let me do. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, here is. Hold on. Let me do this. I'll put us on it. And there's the poster for everybody looking. It's in front of our backdrop.
Let's see here.
I might like this more than the one that I just bought. You will not, I don't think. But I like this more than the one that I just purchased. I absolutely.
I cannot find. Oh, here. Okay. Oh, okay.
It's on YouTube right now. Go to our channel.
No, I'm looking at it.
It's similar to the first Last Jedi one in composition and everything.
It is, yeah. And it's still got the same red-blue color scheme going on. I think it's decent. I like it. I don't think anything's going to touch that Force Awakens poster for me. That poster was sublime. But I like this. I like the straight overhead shot of the Falcon. You don't see that too often.
Yeah. Emperor's left hand, y'all. Ooh, man. Stan Solo signing off, guys. Have a great day. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with you. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed the trailer and joining us here. About to shock Rey. Dan Allen's here. I am thinking Andrew might have been right on to something about Kylo giving an ambiguous ending that makes Rey do the happy, sad thing. Maybe Andrew should be canon. Stop it! Andrew will never be canon.
Yeah.
I still have my TV still frozen on that shot of them smashing whatever that black thing is. And I got the YouTube, when I watched it on YouTube, I got a way better look at it because I have this light blinding me right now. So I'm like, every time it was dark, I had to squint. I'm like, what is that? Let's see. I love that opening shot, though, where Rey throws the helmet down, the blast shield down. She's obviously, she's clearly training. Who's training her? Is it Luke? Is it Han, Leia, Finn? Looks like Finn's back to Finn form, which makes me happy. The Death Star stuff. Kylo Ren unmasked, walking towards her. Nobody knows who she is. Kylo does. Again, this comes down to that line that he says in every single thing to do with The Force Awakens, except for the actual film of The Force Awakens. It is you. He knows who that girl is. Who is she? That obviously doesn't play a part in The Last Jedi, but I'm going to continue going back to that until this movie ends.
Did you notice there's someone conspicuously absent? Maybe not conspicuously, but someone who we all maybe assumed would get some screen time soon.
Hux? I don't know who you're talking about.
Ooh, I didn't even think of Hux, but that's also a good point. I was thinking of Maz.
No, because I think she's going to have another terrible role.
Oh, I hope not.
What's happening? Look. She was in The Force Awakens to do stuff. She did it, and then they didn't know what to do with her after that. And that's the problem with Maz. And I think she's going to have a bit role in this only because Lupita Nyong'o signed a 3-picture deal. I hope she has.
I thought it was really cool that everybody of note spoke.
Yeah. Kind of like the first... was it the first Force Awakens trailer? Or the final Force Awakens trailer?
The final one, yeah.
Yo, this stuff of Rey. So it's almost like they were like, well, people are complaining Rey doesn't train. Let's have a giant, awesome, kick-ass Rey training montage. That's what it looks like. Look, this Rey training stuff looks like it's going to be just fun to watch.
When she jumped over that thing, I was like, I wish that was Jedi Fallen Order.
Well, it might be. Jedi Fallen Order, dude, people that played it said it's incredible.
I've heard good. I saw gameplay where he's climbing up an AT-AT, and I was like, that looks really fun. But now seeing this, I'm like, you know what? If they would have set that game in that 1 year gap between 8 and 9, I might have really been tempted to buy it day one.
Yeah, but Order 66 is the best order of them all.
Order 68's okay.
I'm just scrolling through the trailer a little bit. We're gonna wrap up soon, guys. We've been on your screen for the longer than anyone ever wanted. I'll tell you what, this game looks like it would make an awesome. I know you don't like it, but an awesome Battlefront level. I want all these levels in Battlefront, dude. When the Star Destroyer comes out of the water,
yeah, and the thunder and lightning, you don't see that too often, and it just looks gorgeous. Oh, man.
Kylo knows something, is what I'll say. And they've both clearly been tricked into going to see She-VP. So here's the thing, and look, we're not going to go into Reylo too much, but the Reylo aspect, is it... And I'll say this to the chat too. Is it love, or is it just they are somehow bonded through She-VP?
I think there was a chance for it to be love, but I think Kylo squandered that. And I think that's the message here. Sorry, Reylo fans, I don't mean to rain on your parade here, but I feel like that's the message they're trying to get across, is that there could have been this beautiful relationship, that these two people could have found one another. These two very lost souls could have found one another. But because of the poor choices of one, he drove the other away. And that is the tragedy of Ben Solo. He might not even know how close he came to having a meaningful relationship with her, and then he threw it away because he was misguided. She was right there. She was like, Ben, thanks so much. And he's like, yeah, that was really fun. I love that we killed those red ninjas. So you want to join me and take over the galaxy? And she's like, wait, what? I thought we were just going to, go to the Olive Garden and maybe, I don't know, just hang out for a bit. And he's like, no, I want to take over the galaxy. And she's like, I don't. And that turned into a thing. And that is him. That's him being blinded by his own hubris, his own ambition, his dark ambition, and that stood in his way. I don't think. I think that he is going to end the movie. Maybe not necessarily a good guy, but definitely realizing that he lost out on this moment, that he could have had this life, and whether or not he wants to make amends for that is up to him. But I think that's where Reylo is going.
I gotta use your Star Wars knowledge now.
Mhm.
That throne that we see a shot of, the Game of Thrones-esque throne, and then later I think we see like we see like CVP's shoulder on it, I think. Can you think of anything that would hint at where that is or what that is? Like, aside from the obvious that that's on the second Death Star, but
Mhm.
oh my
Well,
god, this is so
it's
nice.
not. What happened?
Oh, I'm just looking at stills at the trailer right now.
Oh, okay. It's definitely not his old throne. His old throne was different. I wouldn't bet on this, but it looks more natural than unnatural. It all looks like it was made out of rock. There's a lot of rock in this trailer. It looks like something you would see in Malachor. Like way deep down in Malachor. Yeah, because otherwise it just... Both Palpatine and Snoke, they had very decidedly artificial thrones. You know, they were big chairs, but they weren't like ostentatious. They weren't like gilded with jewels or whatever. It was literally just like a silver or black chair. It looked like office equipment. This looks ancient. So I would get this shot of the throne with the rocks behind it looks like the Sith equivalent of the shot from the Last Jedi trailer where you see the books with the rocks behind it. It's like that was ancient Jedi stuff. Now we're on like the Acto of Sith. And here's this could be Bane's throne for all we know. And CVP's just chilling there, being like, oh, this is where the George Washington of Sith held court once upon a time. And Rey's like, oh, damn, we got to blow this place up.
No, Rey can't kill her grandfather.
No, she can, but she's going to try.
She might try.
But you know who can? Her ex-hand boyfriend. Like, I'll kill your grandfather. I'm being torn apart. That's my Kylo Ren. Freeze frame the shot where they're all standing in the droid workshop, and you see everybody in this one shot. And I think it's when Poe is asking like, 3PO, you okay or something? And you see Rey, and like her face, she looks legitimately like that. I think that's the most frightened I've ever seen Rey look.
Well, I
like
think she's more sad, I think, than frightened.
Yeah, she's upset. Like I think this is going to be a rough scene, James.
For you, because you don't. I don't have a soul. We've been through this.
Yeah, and Rey feels my pain.
I think
Rey feels my pain.
I feel good about what I said about earlier about Rey coming out of this an all-time great Star Wars character. I really feel good about saying that. I've liked Rey. I haven't been totally over the top with her, but I really feel like this is the one that's going to get me there. Like everything I've seen in this trailer alone is me going like, well, now I want to go get that Black Series. Like the training sequence, which this is a little bit more of a training sequence than I always and I wasn't one of the ones like, she's a Mary Sue training sequence. Like I like watching people learn things. I don't know, it's boring, but that's why it hasn't been done, because it's boring. But this looks exciting. This looks like
I think the Karate Kid would beg to differ.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean. Like Luke trained, but it's kind of boring. Like I like seeing that stuff. I like seeing progression, and Rey, I never had a problem with her using a lightsaber because she had a staff. I understood that. I didn't the mind trick thing stuff. I didn't quite understand. But this stuff though of her training, I seriously think they were like, well, people want to see her train, let's do it, and they did it in like this kick-ass way. And I don't know if this is like J.J. Abrams being like, she's a great character. Effing believe me. Trust me. And this is him doing it. But like for me though, this looks like she's back in progression, and it looks like the Finn that I walked out of The Force Awakens being my favorite character. It looks like that Finn is coming back. I still want to see what Janna's arrows look like because I think they're like electricity, like electro bolts or something. I'm really curious to see that. But I mean, you can't show everything in it, obviously.
You should tweet JJ right now and say nothing but, what do Janna's arrows look like? give no comments on what we see.
That's really what it is. I don't know. I mean, we do a Star Wars show here. Luke says the Force is with you, and Leia says always yes. Pretty sure many of us would be misty-eyed. It sort of looks like the throne from SWTOR. Well, that was something. It looks like something organic, like what Ewoks resurrected Palps. That would be awesome.
You know what else? That same shot when they're in the droid shop and you see everybody, our three big heroes. They're wearing these big brown coats over their regular costumes, and I get serious like Endor coat vibes, like the Rebels Endor costumes. Like it really. It's taken me. It's taken me there.
I don't think we're gonna get
taking me to Kenner. The little Kenner twist.
This is the thing is I've said this many a time where I'm like, oh, our pictures aren't even on. I've had this the poster up forever now. Hold on, let me get rid of this so you can see me lounging on the couch. Everybody wants to watch me lounge on the couch. But this is what I've been saying for a long time. Is I
Oh, wait, I lost your audio. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you can hear James, but I can't. So I will, just in case you can't hear him, I will fill the gap. Oh,
hello,
wait.
hey, yeah, I unplugged my microphone. Okay, so anyway, I want to see the old aliens come back and all that, but at the same time, you show me new planets that remind me of the Star Wars that I love. That's up there. I want to see the blending of the two. Clearly, this movie is giving us that with the second Death Star and GVP and whatnot. I do still want to see. Like an alien that I know appear in this. But I like the idea that this is an Endor, this is another forest planet, and maybe they dress alike. Maybe there are other creatures on there that are just as fun. Babu Frick looks awesome. I like that we actually saw him go, "Rawr, Babu." He didn't say that. That's just what that's what I picture. Hey, Feige, I want to voice the next Babu Frick in your movie. So that's
what else? You know what looked really just nice, like just aesthetically, was that yellow flare that BB-8 sends up during the speeder chase. That just looked cool. We haven't seen like bright yellow in Star Wars in a while, and it looked neat.
Yeah. Oh man, this trailer, it's going to take a lot of unpacking. We should wrap this up though, because we've been on for 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 40 minutes. People are like, oh my god, these guys. I'm telling you, we have a full beard. That was a lot of fun. The Jets just came back. The game is tied. I made that up. All right, so we're gonna do more videos on this. Patreons are gonna get a special Never Tell Me the Odds from Andrew and myself. Brock and I will be discussing this trailer at length on episode 139 when we do that. Things will be happening. Rob's gonna do a Patreon exclusive audio breakdown of this tomorrow as well. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We got 2 months though to have to talk about this, to engage in it. Before we leave, we gotta thank everybody. We had over 200 people watching this at one point, which I don't even know.
Wow.
Which was, I know, it was kind of crazy. Thank everybody for the super chats, for the comments.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Alice from Force Toe says she needs to freeze frame the trailer and analyze the poop. I'm going to censor you. The poop out of it before she loses her mind. There's so much to. It was awesome. It was more than I expected to be. I knew it was going to be filled and a lot of fun, but it was a lot more than I anticipated. So, Andrew, before we wrap this up and say goodbye, just final thoughts on the trailer.
I think that more than anything else, this trailer felt the most like it was showing us a movie that was the end. The other trailers felt like a Star Wars movie. You know, the Celebration trailer and the one we just got at Comic-Con, they felt cool, but they felt like Star Wars movies. This one felt like the throne room area where Rey is standing when you see Sheevy P in the throne. It looks like where you fight a final boss in a video game. Like it looks like the point of no return. Like there's nowhere else. She's not gonna move past that room, you know? Oh, it's scary. And he's so high up, he's like towering over her. What's going on, James? What's going on? And this feels like an ending.
You know, that's the thing that I think when we look at The Last Jedi, when it ended, we're like, well, now what? This is now what? It's a whole bunch of, seriously, what the heck are we watching? This is like, there's so much to digest looking at this. You know, everybody, you know, Josh from the Nerds, he called because he's live streaming. The Girls with Sabers now are live streaming. Like, everybody is doing this. Rebel Force Radio is live streaming. Brick City Blockade is live streaming. I'm advertising other podcasters doing it because it's awesome because everybody's together right now, all in this excitement on different levels. And I can't wait to see this movie, what the future holds of Star Wars. For me, it looked bright. It looked exciting. Zori Bliss clearly with the good guys in this. Whether or not she's a good guy, that's another story. And what her face looks like underneath, maybe we'll never know. That would be exciting to me too, is if you never see her take that off and she's just this masked character like a Boba Fett, and they do that. Because I like Phasma, but they kind of failed with Phasma. But Zori Bliss might be the one that they have that catches on, like Traitor, TR8R. She might be the new Traitor. She looks super cool. Gonna give one last look over here. Alice says free speech. Okay. There are kids watching. I don't know about this time of night. But yeah, analyzing it. First time here. Hell yeah. Thank you, Timothy.
I think we can all agree that Matt Smith is playing Dio.
Dio is Geek Fest Rants podcast wants a shout out. That's Horizon from New Jersey. So check it out. Check out Geek. Are you gonna Geek Fest? Are you gonna talk about it? I'm sure Force Toast will ignore this completely. No, they're gonna analyze the shit out of this, as she would like us to say.
James said the Q word.
Well, Andrew, I've got to tell you something. Both of them could kick your ass at trivia.
Yes, they could.
No, big time. So I'll give her that one on the free speech. Censor it out. In Mountain Time, y'all keep going. Dennis Allen wants us to keep going. It's been how long have we been on for?
2 hours.
No, it's been. That's it.
3 hours.
2 hours and 42 minutes. All right, let's actually. Oh my God, your mom's gonna. Where's the fire alarm?
Almost as long as the movie itself.
My rabbit went from having a snack of hay to now full out eating his food. I'm proud of you, buddy. He's still very sick, so I'm very proud of him. He lives
get well soon.
If Aaron would let me podcast from down here, I totally would. This is so much more comfortable than that stingy chair. And there's way less creaking when I move. All right, let's wrap it up, guys. It's been it's meant a lot to so much to us that you guys have joined us through all of this. We love joining you guys through it. It's been fun to experience this, to talk about it. There's so much more talking happening. You know, next Monday, 7 p.m. when we're back live streaming, we will be talking more about this trailer. And also the Mandalorian's coming, and you know, as much as we forgot about it for that last little while, we won't forget about it on November 12th when it hits. So a lot of fun happening. Thank you so much, Miles.
And you know what, guys? You know what? Since next November, since next Monday, the live stream is going to be the 28th. Chime in the comments if you want James and I to wear costumes during the live stream. James, put a poll up on Twitter.
Is that that's going to be Halloween? Yeah.
It's going to be close to Halloween. So put a poll up on Twitter. You guys decide yay or nay if you want us to wear costumes. And if the vote says yay, we will.
All right. So we'll put that up on Twitter. You guys let us know if you want us to wear costumes. I don't know. All right, Andrew, thanks for joining me right here. Guys, give us a like, a subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And then you can listen to us on Stitcher, SoundCloud, whatever, all that crap. Thanks so much for listening. It's been 2 hours and 40-something minutes. And as always, may the force of others be with you. I don't have any.
Taking one last look at my friends.
Andrew, hold on. I usually end this with music. So should we end it with music? iTunes. We gotta give
of my tears.
We gotta give Din. We gotta give Din his due here. He lets us play the music. Oh God, I'm not downloading iTunes. I already have it. Okay, F1. Everyone's already like, we're gone. We have something really important to say. Check out Din on it's F105. Check out his album. F105. He's got a couple songs that are very Star Warsy. Rebel Girl obviously is one. And this one right here is some desert planets where we're going to go in because we're going to hit Tatooine in this movie. That's what I'm going to say. All right, guys, may the force of others be with you.
Always.